let us know immediately. Thank you. Matt Ketron, I think already on. That was fast. I'm going to turn this off and turn it back on, so it's going to repopulate the comments. There we go. And let me restart this as well. Chat, restream. All right, now we're back. I can see Facebook. All right, we'll have to let everybody get back on. I hope my monsters are chilled. I actually took that break to scarf down like 2 pieces of pizza right quick. So I'm kind of glad that happened. I'll feel even better now about going later because I just destroyed 2 pieces of pizza. That was very refreshing, right, Seth? All right, so sorry about that. Facebook pooped its pants. Michelle Miller, yes, I got you down for Blondie. Michelle Miller, you were the first person I saw pop up. And then James Rainey wanted Beach Slang. That's so did James Rainey. Let's go ahead and take care of those. James Rainey. We broke the internet, or Facebook pooped its pants, one of the two. So we got to get everybody back on and watching. That means I got to reshare some links. It's going to take me a few things to get back on. There'll be some people not realize we're done. And hopefully we can fix that. Let's go ahead and hit like. Me share the link. Everybody re-like it. Let's go over here in the group. And let me delete my comment. And we might have to bring over George Strait. What was the other auction? We got to make sure Lisa Montgomery's still watching too. Because there was people bidding on those. I was like, man, what happened? The chat went like dead. And I was like, hello, is anybody out there? And then I realized I couldn't see Facebook comments. So let me reshare all this. Whew, my body's making odd noises. I'm definitely getting older. I definitely need to hit the gym harder. I had to go to a funeral yesterday, and I was trying on clothes, and I had like 1 pair of pants left I could actually button. I was like, dang, this is not a good sign. I've gotten a lot bigger. I think I was about 2 years ago. I didn't have anything. I had hardly anything I could wear anymore. I was like, these late nights and bad diets really catching up to me. I'm sure we've all experienced that. Let's see. All right, and then, yeah, it's all those Waffle House and Whataburger nights. Very bad for me. I gotta stop doing that. All right, I'm almost done resharing everything. Let's delete this, and then I have to Tutti Frutti. Yeah, I ate a lot of cereal. I eat 2 or 3 bowls of cereal every night before I go to bed. That's not probably good either. I had 3 bowls of cereal yesterday. I ate a lot of sweets, a lot of them, tons. I had 2 pieces of Edwards pie already today, a sub, chips, pizzas, monsters. I eat extremely, extremely bad, right, Seth? Extremely bad. It's very bad. There's no telling how many years I've already taken off my life. With that being said, let's stay positive and let's get this shared. Double biscuits and gravy. Oh man, I love Hardee's. I ate Hardee's breakfast. I'll get a chicken biscuit, a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, 2 orange juice, a cinnamon roll, a Diet Coke. Whew. Yeah. Very, very bad. All right, so let me find this. My mom's chocolate pie. My mom made a chocolate pie last week. I ate the entire thing in 2 days. In about 2 days. Probably about 2.5 days. That wasn't good. Yeah, I'm very bad. That's why I weigh about 270 pounds probably. I used to weigh 325, and then I got down to 220. I probably weigh 260 right now. I'd say I weigh 260. I used to weigh 320. I lost 100 pounds in about a year when I was a sophomore in college. I used to weigh 320 pounds. I got down to 220. I got down to 220, and then probably since then, that's been what? I've been out of college for a long time, several years. So let's get some stuff going up here. Where's that Binaroo? Oh man, yeah, here we go. All right, so let's do this. Last thing to do. I am tall. I am about 6'2". So Seth would probably argue with that. He's slightly taller than me. Don't tell him I said that. All right, we're back. I got everything reshared now. We're back. Sorry, I'm talking about my weight. I don't know how that got brought up. I think I was talking about pizza. Okay, so let's see here. Lisa Montgomery, are you still there? Because we got to redo. What was those last two auctions? Raffchild America's at 52. We pretty much got to completely restart. We got to stick with the bid on loudness. I don't know if anybody else is bidding, but it's done. I think Rich Krulak did get that. And then George Strait. Let's just redo this, okay? Danny was trying to bid Lisa. I think Lisa was at $30, right? Lisa, you was at $30. Go ahead and bid that again. I think Danny wants to bid. All right. And then we sold Blondie. And then let's put up Armored Saint. This is March of the Saint. And this was a 1984 U.S. original Pittman press with the original inner sleeve, EX condition. This is going to be a $25 start. $25 start. Armored Saint. $25 start. You in your 30s or 40s. I'm 28 years old. I'm 28. So I think that's one reason. If I keep eating the way I do in the next 10 years, I won't live to see 40. I got to stop. I eat very bad. But no, I'm just 28, so I can work it off very, very quickly. All right, so George Strait's at 30, and we have, it's back up for bid. That's where we're at. Now, we reset because we got kicked off. We got kicked off of YouTube. Now, because we lost a lot of time there, what I'm going to do is go back through tonight's new arrivals. This was our half-off bin. I'm going to read off some titles one more time. Here's those titles. Mammy, Sean Phillips, the Gentrys. We have Jean-Luc Ponty, Eric Carmen. We have Andrew Gold. We have Thunderfoot. We have the Little Killers. This was called Slowhead. If anybody wants a price, let me know. This is what's left in the half-off bin. Utopia, the Marvelettes, the Pure Sounds of the Purified, James and Bobby, Gary Wright, Rita Coolidge, Grouch. We have Chopping Mall, Crown Heights Affair, Bobby Womack, Brass Construction, Boz Skaggs, Leon and Mary Russell, Janie C. Riley. If you want a price, let me know. Final call on these. David Kublin, the Marvelettes was $10 after the discount. If you want it, just say sold. If so, that's sold to you for $10. We have Steve Hackett. That was $10. We had the Jaggers, Diodato Prelude, American Flyer, John Cruth, Ray Charles, Radio, Tim Buckley, Chris and Rita. We have Earl Long. We still got the Los Explosivos, the Borealis, and the Woggles. So the Marvelettes is sold to David Kublin for $10. Philip Parks on SH. SH was Steve Hackett. That was sold for $10. Aaron Gardner on Crown Heights Affair. That is sold to Aaron Gardner. Crown Heights Affair. Let me go ahead and pull that for Aaron Gardner. It was right in here. Crown Heights Affair. And then Debbie Winston wants the Chris and Rita picture disc. That's sold. And then the Boz Skaggs was called Middleman. It was VG plus 750. Paul Beal, the Woggles. The Woggles is a 2003 U.S. pressing. Half off makes it $12.50. Chris Knapp on TB price. TB was Tim Buckley. Tim Buckley was half off of $35, which makes it $17.50, and that's an original 68 Allentown, a 68 Allentown Unipack sleeve. Now, Paul Beal does want the Woggles. That's sold to Paul Beal. Raffchild America. This is a sealed copy with hop sticker. Sealed copy, original with hop sticker. Jason Jones is at $60. The George Strait record, the last bid I see, is Danny Thomason at $32. Lisa Montgomery, he did bid $32. Alan Montgomery bid $35 though. Alan Montgomery already bid 35. And then we have Armored Saint. That's getting a lot of bids. The last bid I see on Armored Saint, Alan Montgomery has that for 35. He has George Strait for 35. He has that for 35. We have Rathchild, a new bid at 62. We have Jetstream says he'll take Boz Skaggs. And I think there was something before that. Chris Knapp said he'll take Tim Buckley. And then before that, Neil Ragler wants to know the price on the Gentries. The Gentries is back here. And the Gentries with Jimmy Hart, that is $7.50. Half off. That's on the Sun label. The price is $7.50, Neil Ragler. We sold Paul Beal the Woggles. We're back down to the bottom. Rathchild still getting bid. George Strait still getting bid. Armored Saint still getting bid. Now, that was a half off bin. If anybody wants a price, don't hesitate. I'm actually going to read those one more time. And then I think we're going to go through tonight stuff. Buy it now, best offer. It's that time of the night to go through the stuff that didn't sell from new arrivals. There were so many great titles. I think we need to try to get some of these sold for sure. But let me read off the half off bin one more time. First, though, Neil Ragler says he will take the Gentries. Rathchild America has a bid for 65. Armored Saint has a bid for 45. Rathchild America has a bid for 68. And George Strait has a bid for 45. So, still getting bids on all three auctions. We got plenty more to sell. We have Mamie, which Mamie was Mamie Van Doren. We got Sean Phillips, Jean-Luc Ponty, Eric Carmen, Andrew Gold, Thunderfoot Joy. That looks like an interesting record. It's on the Paula label, 1972. It's half off of 40, which makes it 20. The Little Killers is still available. And Joshua Slowhead is called Fire is the Mouth of the Snake. It's a 2002 electronic album, $7.50. David Kublin, Mamie, is now $10. That is called Mamie Van Doren, $10 on that. Brent Robley gets the Thunderfoot. I was waiting for somebody to get that. That's so to Brent Robley. Utopia, Deface the Music. Utopia is $7.50. The Pure Sounds of the Purifies, James and Bobby, $12.50 on that. David Kublin wants the Mamie record. That's sold. Gary Wright, Touch and Gone. Rita Coolidge, Grouch, Chopping Mall soundtrack. That's a Waxworks soundtrack, which is half off of $50, which makes that $30. Bobby Womack, Brass Construction. Leon and Mary Russell. Janie C. Riley, UK. The Jaggers, Diodato Prelude, American Flyer, John Cruth, Radio, and Ray Charles. Now, none of these auctions have got a bid in a moment since we did all that. So let's update Rathchild America. That is at $68 with Jason Jones. This is a sealed original press, $68. Nobody else has bid on George Strait since Alan Montgomery. Alan Montgomery bid $45. And then the Armored Saint, that has a high bid of $45. Alan Montgomery has George Strait and Armored Saint. He has Strait and Saint for $45. We have price on the Little Killers. Paul Beal, the Little Killers, is now $12.50. Mike Torres wants Chopping Mall. I had a feeling that was not going to get left behind. If not, I was going to put that on Discogs for $60. Now it's sold for $30. Rathchild has a new bid for $70. George Strait has new bids for $47 and $47. And then we had Earl Long. Paul Beal said sold on the Little Killers. We have the Los Explosivos. The Los Explosivos was another garage album. It's also sealed, $10. And Borealis, Sons of the Sea. Borealis is a 2001 void reissue. This album originally came out in 1972, $10. Jerry Conklin wants AOK. AOK for Jerry Conklin. AOK for Jerry Conklin. And that was for, I don't see an LK in there. And then Brian C. wants UK. That might be what Jerry Conklin wanted. Jerry, let me know. If not, Brian C. gets UK. And then we have details on Grouch, Derek Porter. Grouch was a Record Store Day exclusive on colored vinyl. It came out in 2022, and it was the first ever vinyl release. It's half off of 20, which makes it 10. And then we have Chris Knapp on LE. Los Explosivos is sold to Chris Knapp. That's only $10. Neil Ragler wants Sons of the Sea. That was the Borealis. That was that reissue of that. I'm sure the originals of that's not cheap. George Strait has a new bid for $48. Did anybody else bid on Armored Saint? If not, Armored Saint's a final call to Alan Montgomery for $45. And Rathchild America, we did have an out from Jason Jones. That means Lazarus has that for $70. Final call. Jerry Conklin wants Little Killers. Little Killers has already sold to Paul Beal. That means Brian C., you get the UK album. Brian C., you get the UK album. That's sold to you. Derek Porter, let me know if you decide you want Grouch. Neil got Sons of the Sea. George Strait's at 49, now 50. Wow, we did take a big dent out of those. I'm glad I went back through those. I was about to go ahead and say we'll just move on, but we went back through them, and we took another dent. Should I read them one more time? We have Grouch, Earl Long, Ray Charles, Radio, John Cruth's Midnight Snack, American Flyer, Deodato, The Jaggers, Janie C. Riley, Leon and Mary Russell, Brass Construction, Bobby Womack, Rita Coolidge, Gary Wright, James and Bobby, Utopia. This was that Slowhead, Andrew Gold, Eric Carbon, John Luke Ponte, and Sean Phillips. All right, first thing I'm selling so we can get some new auction started before we do a new bin. Rathchild America sold to Lazarus for $70, sealed with hot stereo. There's actually a tub back there. Y'all have never seen them before, of a lot of metal that looks like this that's sealed. It's back there in a tub. I know exactly where they're at. We might bring some of those out on Thursday. Y'all have never seen previews of those. George Strait's at 51, and that means Alan Montgomery. Alan Montgomery, you get the Armored Saint for 45. That means we need new auctions. We need new crates. We need a lot of new stuff. Looks like y'all are still in a buying mood. It's 10:30. Sorry we had to reset the feed. I hadn't done that in a long time. But what happens is I'm using software called Restream, which allows me to stream to Facebook, YouTube, and X. And all of my comments go to Restream. Well, every once in a while, we get booted off of Facebook. There's some kind of connection problem. And while y'all can still see me and while y'all can still send comments, I can't see them. It happens a lot. Sometimes it reconnects. Sometimes it never reconnects. And the only way we can do it is by restarting the stream. Derek Porter does want the Grouch. George Strait's at 55. And we have Dire Straits Live. Love Over Gold, Solid Rock. This is an 84 UK 12-inch single. Never seen this before. Dire Straits. Seth has decided just to walk out the door. Did you take a piece of my pizza? And Seth just decided to leave. Okay. We have Dire Straits Live. Love Over Gold, Solid Rock. Beautiful condition, 1984 UK. $15 start. Dire Straits Live. That's going up for bid for a $15 start. All righty, folks. It's time to go through some of tonight's newest arrivals, buy it now best offer. Should we breeze through one bin of new vinyl very quickly? I think we need to go through one bin of new vinyl. We only went through the new stuff tonight, but we went through that 3 times. This only has a few titles in it. Let's go through this one more time. Sev signed your Pablo. I think we got 3 signatures left, Lazarus. We got 3 signatures left on your Pablo before we can put it away. George Strait out, George Strait out. That means Danny Thomason, you have that for 55. Dire Straits is a $15 start. Nickelback, All the Right Reasons. Look at this photograph. If Everyone Cared, Rockstar, new and sealed. Nickelback, $33.99. That was never released on vinyl. That is the only way you can get it on vinyl. Earlier tonight, we sold a Pearl Jam Unplugged, an official pressing. Here is the bootleg we were talking about. This is Pearl Jam Unplugged. It's a bootleg. It's a 2 LP, but this is the complete concert. The Record Store Day release we did earlier, it's actually an abbreviated version. This is the full Pearl Jam Unplugged, and it has bonus tracks. It's on red vinyl. It's a 2 LP. The sound quality is excellent. It is from Bauhaus, $39.99. I've got them in stock, $39.99. It's a cheap alternative to try to get one of those official pressings. The officials are not cheap. This is a bootleg, but it's a nice placeholder until you can get that official press. $39.99. George Strait is sold to Danny Thomason for $55. I should have brought those right out. I should have brought those out right after we sold the original, the official. Those are $39.99. Dire Straits has one bid for $15. And we have Primus, Sailing the Seas of Cheese. Primus is new and sealed for $36.99. Here's our next auction. It's called Twisted Sister. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. This is unadvertised. Y'all didn't know this was coming tonight, but here it is. It's Twisted Sister. You Can't Stop Rock and Roll. And I think this is a full album. It is. Twisted Sister. This is a full album. Excuse that. I thought this was a single. This is the full album. They have a single that looks just like this. This is the full album. A German. Side 2 looks like EX Plus. Extremely nice. Side 2's like EX or VG Plus. There's a couple scuffs there. They're non-feelers though. This is a German pressing. It's from the Kansas City collection. It's already been ultrasonically cleaned. Let's put that up for a $25 start. We don't get that very often. Twisted Sister, You Can't Stop and Rock and Roll. It does have the hop sticker. There's the back cover. And this is the UK or European version pressed in Germany. That's now up for bid, $25. Promise is $36.99. Stanley Bedwell wants a nickel back. And Dire Straits is called Dire Straits Live. I think these are singles from Live Alchemy. It's solid rock and Love Over Gold. It has all the font, for Live Alchemy. The vinyl is EX Plus Near Minus. It's extremely nice. Henry's Choice bid 16. Kelly Cook bid 18. Twisted Sister has opening bids of 25 and now 30. I still got Night Wish, which is called Once. Night Wish is $36.99. Also, a restock of Pink Floyd Animals, new and sealed, $34.99. Amazing. Pink Floyd Animals, that's a sealed remaster. Depeche Mode, A Broken Frame. Depeche Mode is $33.99. And these are all non-payments. I finally put them all together, but these are all non-payments. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Martin Scorsese presents The Blues. I would love to sell all these, but it is $64.99. Martin Scorsese presents The Blues, MOV pressing. That's first time ever on vinyl, blue vinyl, 2LP, $64.99. I've only got one copy left of Corrosion of Conformity, America's Volume Dealer. Corrosion of Conformity is $38.99. And then it was Grunge Night. Here's Temple of the Dog, new and sealed, 2LP. Temple of the Dog is $49.99. Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward, $33.99. This has People Are People on it. Depeche Mode. Jeff Buckley, Grace is $33.99. We've got more Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward. We got 3 of those in stock. And I have Depeche Mode Violator with Enjoy the Silence. $33.99 on Depeche Mode. And then there's another copy of Broken Frame. Lots of Depeche Mode in stock. Always need those because originals, I'm not saying they're rare by no means, but as y'all know, they just don't come through too often. I don't get to go to too many record stores anymore. I'm just here every day, and even if I'm traveling, it's like business, and we don't have a lot of time to maybe go into record stores. But I remember when I did get to go into record stores a lot, I never did see stuff like Depeche Mode in the bins. I'm talking about any kind of record store in Nashville, any kind of record out of state. I don't think you just go into too many places and they have the Depeche Mode discography sitting there priced and ready for sale. Those things get grabbed fast. They're fast sellers. Twisted Sisters at $50. Dire Straits is at $20. Dire Straits is at $20. The Twisted Sister album's at $50. That's where we're at. Anybody else? Just wanted to go through some stuff. Did we just sell Nickelback? Is that the only thing we sold out of there was the Nickelback? I thought for sure we would sell a Pearl Jam Unplugged, especially since we sold the official version tonight for like $140. So, and then all those great Depeche Mode albums. Everybody sure? They're right here behind me if you change your mind. Stevie Ray Vaughan, you can't get that on vinyl. That's the only way. You're not going to hold out for an OG of that. That is the OG. And, of course, those Depeche Mode albums, like I said, they're not easy to get. Let's go through tonight's newest arrivals. Buy it now, best offer. This first bin is check condition stuff, so you can go ahead and grab them, or you can make an offer. These are all BIN, BIO as we call it. By the way, Twisted Sisters at $55 with Mike Torrey's, now $60. We don't get that one very often, and we're about to sell the Dire Straits for $20. Val Simonia, let me know if you want back in. Kelly Cook still the high bid. First record is Peppermint Lounge, back at the Peppermint Lounge, Twisting with Joey D. VG Plus condition, that's on the original Roulette label at the Miami Beach. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches, VG Plus $19.99. Son of Schmilson, VG condition $9.99. And the Mamas and Papas Deliver, that's in VG Plus condition $12.99. That has dedicated to the One I Love on it. Their cover of My Girl's on there. They do a cover of Twist and Shout. Look Through My Window. VG Plus $12.99 on that. There we go. Webster Vance wants a Depeche Mode Violator. That's a very tough OG to find. What year did that one come out? Depeche Mode originally came out in... What year did Violator come out? I hardly have ever seen originals of that. Hardly ever. Webster Vance gets a Violator. I have 2 of those left if anybody wants it. Dire Straits has a new bid for $22. Kelly Cook, you're out. Twisted Sister has a new bid for $65. We have Jay Giles Band live, Full House, There is some writing on the cover. The vinyl's in VG. That's Full House, J. Giles Live. Great live album. The Hollies featuring their hit song, Hey Carrie Ann. EX Condition, $22.99. That's called The Hollies. Evolution, EX Condition, $22.99. And Eric Burden Declares War. That has the hop sticker Spill the Wine. Great song. VG Plus, $29.99. That's Eric Burden, as in Eric Burden and the Animals. He was in a group called War. Yeah, 1990. That's why you never see copies of Violator, because they came out in 1990. I think we've only ever had a handful out of all the collections. People wasn't really buying that on vinyl in 1990. They were buying the CD or the cassette tape. I don't even see the cassette tape that much. Paul Oakley, 15 on the Hollies. Paul, let's make that 17 because it was $22.99. If you can do a $2 bump on that, I'll set that to you for 17. Jason Fran's War was VG Plus, $29.99. And we have Clay Tyson, Laugh Your ASS Off, VG Plus, $14.99. We have Paul Oakley said Sold, and that was the Hollies for $17. This is a Buy It Now Best Offer bin. Buy It Now Best Offer bin. Bachelor's Paradise and Margaret, VG Plus Condition, $14.99. And the Rolling Stones, Some Girls, VG Condition, $14.99. Really surprised that's still there. I don't know if I want to take any less than $15 on that. Dire Straits is officially sold to Derek Porter for $22. Derek Porter, that's sold to you for $22. I think we're done on the Twisted Sister, right? I got a lot more surprises to auction. Mike Torres has it for $65. We're about to sell it. We have David Kublin on the Ann Margaret, sold. We have Philip Parks on Rolling Stone, sold. Jerry Conklin, you were second. Twisted Sister, 66. And we have Condition of Twisted Sister. Twisted Sister, one side looked like it was EX Plus, no condition notes. The other side looks like it was VG Plus EX, so kind of a split condition on that one. Overall, though, I guess that grades out to like an EX copy. So 66. David Kublin was making an offer on Ann Margaret for $12. I will do that. Just a quick, this is a Buy It Now Best Offer bin, but make sure you put your offer in there with the claim initially. Otherwise, it may get sold for the full price. That is sold to David Kublin for $12. Or you can go ahead and claim it and pay the full price. That might ensure that you get it first before you type something else in. Somebody might get it before you. I've seen it happen. Jimi Hendrix, Smash Hits. Happens every night, actually. VG Condition, $14.99 on Jimi Hendrix, Smash Hits. The Marx Brothers, the original voice tracks from their greatest movies. That's VG Condition, $9.99. We'll go ahead and sell Brian G. Owens and Jimi Hendrix for $10. And we have the Electric Horseman soundtrack, Songs by Willie Nelson, VG Plus Condition, $14.99. More Hot Rocks is still available. Excuse me, not More Hot Rocks. Hot Rocks, the original Rolling Stones, VG Plus, $29.99. Twisted Sisters at $70. Looks like we're still going to be bidding on that for a few more moments. So let me grab some new auctions. I've got Ozzy, Judas Priest, 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 Judas Priest. Judas Priest, I messed up the last one. That was not an exaggeration. Those are all Judas Priest. I've got, wow, some of these I don't want to say because y'all will definitely be wanting to bid on them. And I don't have them ready. Oh, wow. Yeah. There's some great thrash metal in here. We'll definitely be doing some of this on Thursday. Great thrash metal titles. Wow. I didn't know I had some of this. Okay. Sorry, I'm being a major tease right now, but some of the stuff I didn't know was in here. I'll do one of these Judas Priest for sure, because some of these, and there's an Ozzy. We might as well go ahead and knock out some of those. So, all right. So, here we go. Let me do some stretching. You should do a bundle. Oh boy, that would, well, I mean, they would sell, but that would be a lot. Okay, so Philip Parks gets the Rolling Stones. Derek Porter gets the Electric Horseman for $10. Twisted Sisters at $75. Michelle, you are second Electric Horseman. Do we have Sad Wings? Yes. Do we have Painkiller? I believe so. We have Hot Rocks already sold and out on Twisted Sister. All right, so let's go ahead and sell Twisted Sister then. That's sold to Greg Rogers for $75. Yep, don't get that one very often. Greg, that's sold to you. Info again on Violator. Violator's a new sealed copy for $33.99. It's the most current in-print record. Now, I will say this Depeche Mode goes out of stock a lot. It goes out of stock quite often. And when it does, there's usually only an import available, and the import is almost $14 or $15 more because it's an import. This is the U.S. version that's a lot cheaper because it's a U.S. version. I've got 2 left, $33.99. Let's take a look at Ozzy. I think this is another Japanese pressing because I had one of these the other night, and I was like, look how nice this font is. And then we realized it was a Japanese pressing. This is from the Kansas City collection. And I think this is Japanese. What is going on here? Let me figure this one out, though. Or is it just a foreign press? Let me see here. It does have the inner sleeve. It may just be U.S. It may just be some really nice font. Really cool font on there. Yeah, I think this is just an OG U.S. press. It has a stamp on it that says Exile Records. Yeah, I think this is an original Terre Haute T1. This is an extremely nice copy. $35 start. Very, very nice. Blizzard of Oz. I'm going to grade it EX, EX+. There's the LP. There's the original inner sleeve. I don't know. Crazy train. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. There's the jacket. $35 start. This looks different, though. I know that's not the back cover. What is going on with this album? That's not the back cover that's normally on this thing, is it? What is going on here? The jacket and everything, it's got to be a foreign jacket, but the vinyl had all kinds of U.S. markings on it. That's definitely, boy, look at that picture of, I've never seen Ozzy with like a, I've seen him kind of a beard, but he's kind of got like a goatee there. There's Randy Rhoads. I may have to, I mean, this was definitely pressed at the United States. Let's see if I can figure this out right quick. Let's see here. Where's my laptop? Let me figure out this right quick. I can figure it out pretty quickly. I can do it on my phone too, but usually this right here is pretty fast. As long as my battery holds up. All right, let me see. I bet that this catalog number will just pull up all of them, though, probably. Yeah, that's going to pull up all of them. Which there's what? How many different versions? There are 219 different versions of this album. All right, let me just try the Matrix then. All right, let's do the Matrix. This is PBL. This is weird. PBL-368112. And that narrows it down to 19. Okay, UK, European. This is so confusing. This is the problem we have with stuff like this. All right, let me try this here then. Let's try something else. Let's put in the 1E and see what happens. That got it down to 4. Yeah, and they're all showing up as U.S. pressings. I don't know if this is a Frankenstein. I really don't know. The disc is definitely U.S. The jacket's not. I think the disc is a U.S. pressing. This may be a Frankenstein. Yeah, this may be a Frankenstein. So this is a Frankenstein copy. This is definitely a U.S. It's definitely a Terre Haute U.S. original disc. And this jacket, what I was just saying, is UK. I think this is a UK sleeve. Yeah, it's got to be. It don't actually say anything, though, about it being foreign, except for those numbers right there. Those are always on foreign type jackets. So, yeah, it's a UK jacket and a US disc. And I don't know if that's something that was intentional. Maybe they used UK jackets. I highly doubt it. So, there you go. It's got an original sleeve. It's a nice copy. It's a USOG. It's in a UK sleeve. I don't know what's up with that. It's up for bid. It's still, if anybody wants to rebid, I'll put it up for still a $35 start. And then here's Judas Priest. This is called Judas Priest Live. Judas Priest Live. This is a U.S. original for sure. This is from that Kansas City collection. And this is Judas Priest Live. And this looks exceptionally nice. 2 LP, $35 start. So there's 1 LP. This is 2 LP. This is why we try to get all the auctions ready before the sale. Because if I'm not familiar enough with them, and then we catch something like that, you never know. That's why all the auctions tonight, Seth spent about 7 hours today getting all that stuff ready. Researching all the Pearl Jams, making sure they were real, making sure they were U.S., making sure which pressing plant they were. It took him about 7 hours today to get all of tonight's auctions ready. Now we're getting into new stuff that's not researched. I'm telling y'all, it takes basically 4 people to get all these shows ready every day that we do now, including me ordering vinyl, John and Paul Price and stuff, people researching auctions. Very, very time consuming. All right, we had Car Wash, EX Condition, $17.99. Car Wash is a 2 LP, EX Condition, $17.99 for Car Wash. If you just hopped on, we're in a bin of Buy It Now Best Offer stuff. So these are Buy It Now or Best Offer. They're brand new vintage arrivals for tonight. We had Simon and Garfunkel, the Concert in Central Park. Concert in Central Park, EX Edition, $22.99, early U.S. version. Ozzy had a problem getting a major U.S. deal early on. Could be. It could be like pressed in the United States and they shipped over UK jackets. Who knows? So we have more Hot Rocks. There's Hot Rocks Volume 2. Rolling Stones, VG Condition, $19.99. Stanley Bedwell first on Car Wash. Melissa Bailey, you were second. And we have Rare Earth, Get Ready. Side 2 is Get Ready. It's a 21-minute and 30-second version. It's epic. VG Condition, $14.99. Philip Parks takes the other Hot Rocks. Greg Lapey said 6 on Mark Brothers. Greg, I will do that for $8. That will technically be 20% off. Update on these auctions. Robert Philippi is still the high bidder on Ozzy for $40. $40 on this. $40 on this. That's a final call. And we're looking for a $35 start on Judas Priest Live. Gatefold, 2 LP. The Cycle Savages. That's the original soundtrack. VG Plus, $49.99 from 1970. It does have a DJ stamp on the back. VG Plus, $49.99. The Steels Young Band, Long May You Run. That's Stephen Steels. That's Neil Young. VG Plus Condition, $14.99. Dr. John, Destitutively Bonnaroo. Dr. John is in VG Condition, $24.99. Santana, this is called Borboleta. Santana's in VG Plus Condition, $14.99. Judas Priest had bids for $35 and $35. Steve Plaw bid first. Brian Frenfrock, you tied him, so you're out. Ozzy has a new bid of $45. Rob Zimmer, I'll go ahead and sell you Steels Young for $10. Does the Cycles have Davey Allen on it? I don't think so. Music by Jerry Steiner from the original motion picture soundtrack. No Davey Allen and the Arrows on that one. Are these best offer? Yes, this is tonight's newest arrivals. Buy It Now Best Offer. Junior Walker and the All-Stars, Home Cooking. VG Plus Condition, $14.99. The Friends of Distinction's Greatest Hits. VG Condition, $9.99 for the greatest hits of Friends of Distinction. VG, $9.99. Willie Bobo, Spanish Blues Band. VG Condition, a 1968 pressing on Willie Bobo. And the Psychedelic Lollipop, Blues Magoos, VG Condition, $24.99. Psychedelic Lollipop. Oz had a new bid for $46. We have an offer on Cycle Savages for $30. Danny, I'll do $45 on it. Judas Priest is at $38 and Ozzy's at $47. Journey still available, captured, 2 LP, VG Plus Condition, $24.99. $24.99. And Greg Lapey, let me know if you do want the Marx Brothers for $8. That's the thing I was waiting on. Someone just bought Steels Young. It's already gone. Yep. Dr. John, $17. I will go ahead and sell that to Danny Thomason for $17. Ozzy has a new bid for $48. Judas Priest is at $40. We have Chip Hall says he'll go ahead and take Journey. Blues Magoo's best price, BM here. I'll do $20 on it. That was yes on Marx Brothers. All right, sell Greg Lapey Marx Brothers for $8. We might sell everything in here. This is a check condition bin. And this is the 2 check condition bins of new stuff for tonight. That's all that's left right there. And then we're going to go through the non-check condition stuff. Also, BIN B-O. Let's go through these one more time, though. George Harris said sold on Blues Magoos for $20. Glenn Taylor said he'd give $25 on War. Let's take a look at that right here. I'll go ahead and sell that to Glenn Taylor for $25. And Judas Priest has a high bid of 41, and Ozzy has a high bid of 48. Final call on Ozzy for $48. Judas Priest has a high bid of $40. Now 41. Philip Park says he'll take Santana. Let's sell that to Philip Park, Santana. Let's sell Greg Rogers. Well, he said SL $25. SL was, I'm not for sure. Patrick Smith rare for 11. That's sold. Judas Priest 42.42. SL might have been something already sold. Maybe not. What was SL? Let's see here. I don't see an SL. Condition, Jay Giles. Jay Giles was in VG condition, $9.99. I'll make that the first record. I'll go to those one more time. Chad did Unplugged come out a couple years ago with a single album. No, the only one I've ever had is 2 LPs. Now, there's a bunch of different bootlegs. There's actually bootlegs of the official that look just like the record. They even made copies of the Record Store Day stickers. So be careful when you're out buying the Pearl Jam Unplugged, even the official version. Even the official version, the bootleggers made exact copies of the sticker, and they made real stickers and put them on the jacket. So you got to be very careful in examining the real copies of Unplugged. They made even stickers and put them on the bootlegs. So you got to be careful with those. All right, Psychedelic Lollipop. Oh, my bad. I've already sold that. Okay. Judas Priest getting new bids, and we're about to sell Ozzy. So first, Ozzy's kind of a Frankenstein. Ozzy's sort of a Frankenstein. We don't really know what it is. It could be an early version, like a really early U.S. version, and they used a UK jacket. Somebody mentioned that. Of course, Ozzy, that is a fact. When he was trying to go as a solo artist, he actually, I think he had some trouble there early on getting a record deal. I remember watching that, or I don't think I was reading it. I was watching it somewhere, maybe on some kind of Black Sabbath or Ozzy documentary. But it's got a UK or German top jacket. It's definitely foreign. And we have a final call. The disc is a USOG, and it has an original under sleeve. And it's a final call. Jason Jones has it for $48. That's at $48. Now, Judas Priest is also an OG copy. It's a gatefold. It has both LPs. They're nice. They're EX Plus. There's the jacket. It's about VG Plus. A little bit of ring wear there. A little ring wear there. It's nice. The high bid is $46 with Brian Frenfrock. $46. And that means that Rick Peabody's out and Steve Plaw's out. Okay, then Rick Peabody bid $48. And then we have How Much on Willie Bobo. And then Slim Gar, $18. Willie Bobo first. VG condition, $14.99. Spanish Blues Band, Black Verve label, 1968 VG, $14.99. Jay Giles Band Live was VG, $9.99. Also VG cover. And then Slim Gar, $18. That's what I don't know what Slim Gar is. Slim Gar, $18. Not for sure on that one. Here's the only thing left in here. Twistin' with Joey D at the Peppermint Lounge. VG Plus $14.99. Ricky Skaggs, Highways and Heartaches, VG Plus $19.99. And Son of Schmilson, VG Condition $9.99. Somebody asked, what's check condition? You must be new. Check condition is anything less than EX Plus or near mint minus. So if I actually say the grade, that's the grade of the record. So if I say it's in VG, it's in VG. If I say it's VG Plus, it's VG Plus. We try to keep all those together. Best deal on Willie Bobo. Alan Smith said $11. You got it, $11. Sell that to Alan Smith. Are you the one who asked for it, Alan? Yeah, I'll sell it to you for $11. We have Brent Robley, JD 8, JD, Joey D. Brent, I'll do $10 on that. And Danny Thomason, I'll do $8 on that. We have the Mamas and Papas Deliver, VG Plus $12.99 on the Mamas and Papas Deliver. Clay Tyson, VG Plus $14.99. Comedy album. Simon and Garfunkel, The Concert in Central Park, EX $22.99. We have the Cycle Savages, VG plus $49.99. Junior Walker and the All-Stars was VG plus $14.99. And the Friends of Distinction, VG $9.99. All right, let's get some new auctions going, but we got to definitely sell Ozzy. Ozzy is sold then to Jason Jones for $48. Jason Jones, that's sold to you for $48. That's sold to Jason Jones. Let's put that away. And then we have Judas Priest Live. Judas Priest Live is, I think, done. Alan Montgomery's at $50. I don't think I've set a final call on that price yet. Let me put Ozzy away. It's in a 4mm sleeve. I'm not for sure what kind of version you just got there, JC. You may have like one of the first like early releases of this with that UK jacket, but you might want to do, you might have to get in the weeds to really figure out what's going on there. Either way, it's a nice copy on the vinyl. And then Judas Priest is at $50. The other bidder was Rick Peabody, and he said out, so that's a final call. Now, let's go through the other stuff from the night. And Philip offered 8 on Simon and Garfunkel. Okay, well, I asked what Sim Gar was, and I now realize what that is. Sim Gar was this. Sell that for $18. I never did hear back from him. Philip Parks, you want the Simon and Garfunkel for $18, right? I never did. I thought I asked what that was, and I thought I must have lost them, or I'm not for sure what happened. All right, let's go through another bin, B-I-N-B-O, see what's going on here. And we'll put up some new auctions. I think everybody, maybe their ears perked up when I read off all those Judas Priest albums. But first, this is sold to Alan Montgomery for $50. So let's put this away. Here's the agenda for tonight. It just hit 11 o'clock. We'll probably go through this bin, buy it now, best offer. I'll do maybe a couple highlights or requests and do some more auctions, and we'll get started with posters. I think we got to finish up those press kits tonight. I got to run to the back and get maybe a tub of rolled posters. And these are, this is sold for $50. Are you sure you sold Psychedelic Lollipop? I did. The first person who popped up on it was George Scherer. He said BM best price for Blues Magoos. And then I said $20, and he said sold. And then you put SL $25, and that means you were second. So yeah, it was already gone. All right, and here's the only auction that did not sell tonight, Deceiver. Deceiver is a 1991 German pressing. It has the insert. This is the only auction that has not sold tonight. Extremely nice, EX Plus, $85. The only one listed is $100. $85 if anybody wants that. Deceiver, Tales of Time. That's the only record, especially only metal record, that has not sold. Just FYI. All right, let's see what we have here. I know y'all are going to like these two. We have Judas Priest, Hell Bent for Leather. And at first glance, it looks extremely nice. Judas Priest is a $25 start. Yes, exceptionally nice copy. $25 start. Hell Bent for Leather. Very, very nice. The jacket, especially for one that usually shows a lot of wear, not bad whatsoever. A little bit of a corner ding down here. VG Plus jacket for what it is. Hell Bent for Leather. Has open bids for $30 and $30. And Rough Cut wants you. A Japanese pressing of Rough Cut. I have a feeling it's near mint minus and pristine. Let's take a look at it. Rough Cut wants you. Rough Cut. Yes. Very nice Japanese vinyl. With Obi. Has the insert. I think it has another insert as well. There's the inner sleeve. $35 start on this. There's both Japanese inserts. Rough Cut, $35 start. Now, this bin is going to be a buy it now best offer. So Judas Priest has bids. Rough Cut has bids. Chad needs a drink of water. George is getting upset. I could start talking in the third person and really throw some of y'all off. Chad's getting upset. All right. We sold almost all of the check condition stuff. Here's what's left in here. The Best of Chico Hamilton, a 1971 press, $24.99. These are now, buy it now, best offer. Best of Chico Hamilton. John Lennon, Live Piece Toronto, $34.99, an original Apple pressing, John Lennon Live. We have Daryl Hall, Three Hearts and the Happy Ending Machine, $14.99. These are all buy it now or best offer. All Originals Expressions, that's a K-Tel soft rock compilation. A K-Tel record left behind. Dr. Hook's on here, Dionne Warwick, the Commodores, Michael Johnson, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Expressions, $9.99. Dire Straits, here's another really nice German pressing. Dire Straits Making Movies. Look at this Vertigo label. Making Movies, $34.99. Orange Vertigo label, $34.99 on that. Quick update, Judas Priest is at $50, and Rough Cut only has one bid for $35. Found that surprising, but it's a final call to Lazarus for $35. We have an offer on Dire Straits for $30 with Jason Franz. Jason, that's sold to you for $30. Next is Harry Belafonte returns to Carnegie Hall. He did some legendary concerts at Carnegie Hall. This is the Returns to. It's extremely nice, $34.99. Yeah, so now these are all non-check condition. We've already went through the check condition stuff, so everything in here, without even asking, you know is going to be EX plus, EX plus, all the way up to near mint minus. Judas Priest is at 57, Rough Cuts at 37. A classic album, Four-Way Street, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. These get overlooked. All the Crosby, Stills, and Nash albums get overlooked every sale. I guess I'm just a super fan. But man, Right Between the Eyes, 49 Bye-Byes, Love the One You're With. This is a classic live. Sweet Judy Blue Eyes, On the Way Home. Now that is an absolute classic, and that is just such an amazing song. On the Way Home, Neil Young, $34.99. That's a 2 LP, non-check condition note either. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. We have, I think that's why my throat's sore. I think that's why I didn't feel too good last night. I was sleep deprived and allergies. Feeling a lot better tonight. I actually got some really solid sleep. I slept for a long time. I hadn't been to bed too much. $14.99, Simon & Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. And Dave Clark 5, Satisfied With You. And this has got a promo strip on it. Dave Clark 5 is $14.99. We have Rough Cut at $42. Sorry, info on Judas Priest again. Judas Priest is a USOG, non-check condition, VG Plus cover or better. Overall, it's a nice OG. High bid is $57 with William Warner. William, you have the high bid. Now it's at $58. Rough Cuts at $45. Make sure I didn't miss any other claims. The only thing we've sold so far is the Dire Straits. Simon & Garfunkel's Greatest Hits, $14.99. That's still available. Got to have that. Great stuff on that. The Shades of Deep Purple, $34.99. Shades of Deep Purple, $34.99 for Shades of Deep Purple. Also, we have Nielsen, The Point. Nielsen, Gatefold. That is $24.99. Black RCA label. Making Movies has already sold for $30. Rough Cuts at $47. Judas Priest is at $60. We have Introducing Eddie and the Falcons. That's a sealed copy for $19.99. And Matt Curtis, Rock Me. Matt Curtis from 1978 is $19.99. Let's see if we can get a third auction going. There's some Eagles actually. There's some Eagles albums in here actually. That's pretty interesting. So let's pull out this copy of Hotel California, a classic rock staple. Let's see what's going on with it. It was mixed in with all this metal. The Eagles, Hotel California. It appears to be extremely nice. Sterling Lee Holko. That's good in the Matrix. It also says VOL is 5 pieces live. Sterling Lee Holko. This should be an original. Of course, they made millions and millions of these. But this looks very nice. It's going to be a $25 start. It's a gatefold. Let's see what it has extra. Nice. It has the original inner sleeve, and it has the poster. This is a complete USOG Eagles Hotel California. It has one little spine crackle at the top. Going up for bid, $25 start. Nice glossy jacket. It has the poster. It has the inner sleeve. It has the inner sleeve, original inner sleeve. That's going up for bid, $25 start. Judas Priest is at $75 and Rough Cuts at $52. We had a bid on Eddie and the Falcons to Paul Oakley for $15. That's sold to Paul Oakley for $15. Make sure I didn't miss anything else in there. Checking. I don't see anything else. And we have Mrs. Diller does her thing. Excuse me, Mrs. Miller. There's a Phyllis Diller and a Mrs. Miller. This is Mrs. Miller. $19.99 on Mrs. Miller. Also, Soft Machine, Alive and Well in Paris. A 78 UK, $24.99 for Soft Machine. The Fabulous Rhinestones. Gatefold, $19.99. No condition notes on anything in here. And here's one of the more pricier albums left in this bin that did not get sold, and that was Josephus. Josephus was an original. It's called Get Off My Case. Josephus, and that is a 1993 acid rock, $99.99. Josephus, $99.99. And Deep Purple, self-titled, no condition notes, Deep Purple, $34.99. The Eagles has a high bid of $42 with Jason Short. Rough Cut has a high bid of $60. And Judas Priest is a final call. William Warner has it for $75. Greg Rogers, you're out. William Warner has it for $75. Final call. Speaking of $75, we just got an offer on this. Neil, I'll sell it to you for $85. $15 off. First night showing it, I'll do it for $85. It says include 8-page booklet. It includes the 8-page booklet. I have not said that until right now. I didn't even check. $85. No condition notes on it. Nice copy. Patrick Lear, 30 on Deep Purple. You got it. Patrick Lear, Deep Purple sold to you. We have Rough Cut at $60. That's now a final call. Eagles, $42. That's now a final call. We're about to sell some auctions. Ruby Baby by Dion, $14.99 on Ruby Baby. We have The Doors, Strange Days. This is surprisingly still available. It is a 1972 pressing on the Butterfly label, $39.99. It's on the Butterfly label, $39.99. Brandy Klein offered $20 for Nielsen The Point. You got it. That's sold to Brandy Klein for $20. We have Dire Straits Extended Dance EP. That is actually a 4-track release, $24.99. Jason said $30 on The Doors. I'll actually go ahead and sell that. Sell that to Jason Short for $30. You got it. It's gone. And we have Judas Priest. I'm going to start reaching for it. JP, William Warner, $75. $75. William Warner, the claw machine almost has it. Sold to William Warner, $75. There was a couple other people bidding, but they never did say out. I was making sure they were done. I hope they were. It's sold now. They're still bidding on Rough Cut, 61 and 64. We had this fantastic copy of the Eagles over here. Jason Short had it for $42. It was almost the final call. It is a final call. I'm about to sell it. Jason Short, $42. Now, Rough Cut, Jason and Lazarus still having war over a Rough Cut. That's a final call, or that has a new bid for $64, I should say. Not a final call yet. Still some active bidding going on that. Okay, continuing. Neil, let me know if you decide you want Josephus. You might be thinking about it. It's sitting right there. You got current dibs on it. The Photos, there's always work. The Photos is $9.99. Art Tops, that's by Tim Hardin. Tim Hardin's $19.99. Mick Jagger, of course, from the Rolling Stones. She's the Boss. Gold stamp promo, Mick Jagger, $19.99. Holly Rock, Legalize Freedom, a 1987 blues rock album, $9.99. Holly Rock, Holy, Holy, Holly, that's $9.99. And then we have Getz and Gilberto, Stan Getz and Joel Gilberto, live at Carnegie Hall, a 2LP gatefold, $29.99. And look how nice. It's nice. $29.99. Looks like Rough Cut. Looks like that $65 bid's going to get it, Jason. All right. Let's find out what am I trying to say? Let's pull up some more auctions. That's what I'm trying to say. Before I do, we've hit a streak of like some Judas Priest albums. Looks like there's a lot of people interested still. So let's put some more up. All right. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second. Sorry, I had to do some serious stretching. I don't think y'all wanted to hear that. Sounded like I was dying. Don Harrison, you were first to Holy Rock, now Holly Rock. My brain, I'm too flatlined right now to distinguish between those two. Don, you're first. You bid 7 and somebody bid 8. So you can have it for $8. Just let me know. If not, it's sold to Derek Porter. Now, Rough Cut is sold to Jason Jones for $65. Very cool. That's sold to Jason Jones, and that was a Japanese pressing, and that's sold for $65. And then here's our next two records. There's somebody about to definitely get this. Christopher Onzo said 80 on Josephus. Well, that's the highest offer I've got so far. Neil Reigler said he passed at 85. Let me think about that, Christopher Onzo. Don Harrison gets the Holy Holly Rock for $8. That's sold to Don Harrison for $8. And then here's our next two auctions. Defenders of the Faith. Who's been asking for it? Chris Bryant. Here we go. Let's take a look at it. Let's check the vinyl first. I'm very good at identifying Columbia records. I can figure these out very quickly. At first glance, the vinyl looks like it's about VG+. It is a Pittman pressing. It is an original Pittman pressing. It's not a top copy. It's definitely VG+, has a couple scuffs on it. It is an original Pittman press of Defenders of the Faith, VG+, $20 start on that. The cover, we'll call it VG. There is some notable ring wear. However, it does have the pretty sweet there inner sleeve. Just a little bit of ring wear on the jacket, a little on the back, and that's going to go up for a $20 start. That's Judas Priest. And then we have one of the biggest selling albums of all time. It's up there with Thriller, Eagles, Greatest Hits. It's up there with Led Zeppelin 4 and all those other major sellers. This is the Eagles' Greatest Hits. It's in shrink wrap with the hop sticker. It has an original Kmart price tag. Take It Easy, Witchy Woman, Lion Eyes, Already Gone, Desperado, as featured in Seinfeld. One of These Nights, Tequila Sunrise, Take It to the Limit, Peaceful Easy Feeling, Best of My Love. I have a feeling this vinyl is going to be beautiful. The vinyl is nice, but it has some of that weird discoloration on it. Can y'all see those kind of like, they almost look like raindrops on it or something. So because of that, and there's a scuff right here I just noticed. I had to hit the light, but there is a scuff right there. We'll call it VG+. Based on the cover, I thought it would be like near mint. It's still probably going to play very nice. Has that kind of like odd, let's see what kind of inner sleeve it had. I bet it had a acidic inner sleeve. Yeah, you can just kind of tell. This looks like acidic. Has a very odd texture to it. $20 start on that. It is embossed. $20 start. Okay, then we have a pending offer on the Josephus album for $80 with Christopher. I'm going to think on that. Before I do anything else, though, I'm going to give Mark Chesler my best price on this. Mark Chesler, I'll go ahead and sell it to you for $22 if you want it. $22 on that. That would be $8 off if you want it. Judas Priest has bids for $25 and $30. Eagles is a $20 start. Let's keep going to the Buy It Now Best Offer bin. Ricky Skaggs, Waiting for the Sun to Shine. Ricky Skaggs is $26.99. It's in shrink wrap. My Heart is Bleeding, the Eddie Taylor Blues Band. Eddie Taylor's a 1980 German pressing, $24.99. This was an odd album. It's a 1968 pressing. It's $19.99. It's called Three's a Crowd, Christopher's Movie Matinee. That is now $19.99. Judas Priest is at $30 with Patrick Smith. Chris Bryant, you're out. The Eagles is at $20 with Robert Phillippe. A tribute to Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Cooper and the Stoned Wings. That is a 1971 German pressing, $14.99. Boulders, Roy Wood, in shrink wrap with hop sticker, $14.99 on Boulders, Roy Wood. Chick Willis is Footprints in My Bed. Chick Willis is $14.99. And Winston Churchill, a spoken word record from 1965, $14.99. Michael Nath, we're going to sell you the tribute to Hendrix for $10. That's sold to Michael Nath. I need to start a new bin very quickly because this one has filled up. Let me grab a new empty one over here. Eagles got a bid for $21, $28. Paul Oakley, 8 on Winston Churchill. I'll go ahead and sell that to you for $8. How much was Simon and Garfunkel's Greatest Hits? That was $14.99, no condition notes. Judas Priest is sold to Patrick Smith for $30. Judas Priest is sold for $30 to Patrick Smith. The Eagles all of a sudden get new bids. We're now at 25 with Robert Philippi. Rick Peabody, you're out. Let's go ahead and sell the Josephus for $80 to Christopher Onzo. That's sold to Christopher Onzo for $80. We have the Doors Soft Parade, a 1969 Terre Haute pressing. The Doors is $49.99. Soft Parade, it has 69 Terre Haute pressing on the Doors. Also, Emmylou Harris Luxury Liner. That's $14.99. Emmylou Harris Luxury Liner. Jethro Tull Thick as a Brick, $27.99 with the original newspaper cover. Very cool if you've ever seen this. It literally folds out and it looks like a newspaper, OG cover. Jethro Tull had some cool covers. They had the pop-up cover. There's the newspaper cover for Thick as a Brick. And original, $27.99. The Eagles is at $25. Robert Philippi, Rick's out, so we're about to sell that. The Head Boys was $12.99 for the Head Boys. And then Carole King, Rhymes and Reasons. Textured cover and original, $14.99. Rhythm Heritage was $9.99. And Elton John, $21 at $33. Elton John is $19.99. So, the Eagles' Greatest Hits. This is sold to Robert Philippi for $25. Thank you, Robert Philippi. $25 on that. James Rainey says he'll take Simon & Garfunkel for $15 if I sell him Jets and Gilberto for $20. I don't think Mark Chesler wanted it, so he never did say yes or no, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that deal. I'm here to sell records. That's sold for $20 to James Rainey, and he wants the Simon & Garfunkel for $15. Let me find what I've done with that. There's that, and there's that. So that's sold for $15, and that's sold for $20. Those are sold and sold. We're done. Now, that's all of the records from tonight. We had 5 crates of new vintage stuff. That's all that's left right there. It's been a great night for vintage. It's been a great night for auctions. If you missed earlier in the show, we sold one of our most expensive records of all time, the Benaroy Hall. This is, I'll show it one more time before it gets wrapped in bubble wrap and shipped out. This sold earlier tonight for $2,000. Very rare. Pearl Jam, Benaroya Hall. We sold this earlier for $2,000 from Brandon Sanders' collection. He's still watching. Brandon, what time is it now in Tokyo? He's watching over in Kyoto, actually. Numbered on the back. We've sold every Pearl Jam album we had from tonight. I know there's more back there. Brandon, did you have a Pearl Jam 10? Did you have a Versus? I hadn't really even looked through your collection. I got Brandon's, I have his Discogs, so I can go look them up, but I haven't had a lot of time. Paul did most of the deal for me, but that sold earlier tonight for $2,000. It's only 1:30 in Japan. We can sell Brandon records all night. And then we have Three's a Crowd for $13. Tracy, I will go ahead and sell it to you for $13. All of them were sealed. Sorry, I didn't get to my mute button fast enough. Allergies are rampant tonight. So, Japan is lunchtime tomorrow. Yeah, it's already lunchtime over there. You going to autograph it? No, I don't think Gabriel wants me writing on that. I don't think he wants my signature on that one. So, yeah, we got a sealed 10. We got a sealed Versus. I thought so. I guess I'll have to fire Seth. He said, I can't find any more Pearl Jam albums. I said, well, that's definitely a problem because Brandon had everything sealed. So, I'll get the rest of those out. We may do them Wednesday or Thursday. Final call for vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and get us started on posters and miscellaneous items. We've literally sold every auction. The rest of the auctions I don't have ready. We've done a few out of there, the Judas Priest. We'll do the rest of those tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to get started on posters a little bit earlier tonight so we can end a little bit earlier. I got to go get them. And I'm going to do final call for vinyl. If you want to make an offer on anything, if you want to request anything, just let me know. The only auction left is Deceiver. The only one not sealed was Avocado. And we sold that tonight. We sold that for $215. Chad, any band posters? I got new ones. I got originals in the back, but none that I can actually show tonight. I kind of have a system in place of all the different stuff we're showing. Some of the band posters, we're going to try to get back to selling those during the sale. As y'all know, every once in a while we have where we can switch our screen like that. And you know how I was doing that, where I was showing posters. we'll get back to that hopefully this week. Tanner's back in town, and I have posters to photograph and sell. But Greg says 25 for everything left. Can't do that. Thought even more Hatch. Yeah, I got Hatch. I got original Fillmore posters. I got some still laying up here that hadn't sold. I got original Fillmore posters, Hatch prints. I got concert posters. I've got Kiss posters. Lots of Kiss posters. So we got all kinds of stuff like that still to sell. But and I can do that sometimes late at night. But right now we're trying to get through Fred Goodwin's collection. We're trying to get through Fred Goodwin's collection, which is thousands and thousands and thousands and millions and billions and millions of posters and lobby cards and prints. I mean, there are millions and billions and millions of items. We have been doing this now for a couple months, it seems like, every night. We're starting to make a dent, but there is so much. I'm about to step to the back and actually get some of that stuff. I think we've been through all of that, Ben. Yep. I think what was left in there was press kits. And I hope Tanner helped me clean up this morning. I went home right after the sale and went to bed. We have Chris Whitley, Living with the Law. I've never seen that before. Philip Park said $7 on Rhythm Heritage. Sold. One to keep his... Well, we've already shown them once, and then I didn't do leftovers, and then there's a bunch of new ones. We've got an entire Kiss collection in the back that will be up for auction soon. Collectibles, we got dolls, we got figures, we got lamps, we've got everything. I don't know. There's dozens and dozens of tubs of stuff back there. Once again, I'm going to step to the back right quick and try to find some rolled posters for us. Is this the tub I'm looking for? That's not the tub I'm looking for. I better go to the back and find some stuff. I'll be right back. All right. Am I back? Am I still connected? I had to walk all the way up to the loft. I had to walk all the way up to the loft to find rolled posters because I can't get to the other ones without moving half the store around. Man, that's a long ways away. One end of the store to the other is quite the voyage. I went from all the way to one end to the other, and then back. Whew. Telling you, not a quick trip. And I think somewhere in here are the rest of the press kits as well. Yeah, these may be the rest of the press kits. And I think some of them got put back in here from the other night. So, all right, let's see what's going on though. Here. Let's see. Tool undertow. Randy tool undertow is $33.99 in stock and sealed. It should be. I'll have to find it, but yes, $33.99, Randy. All right. Well, I can't remember if I've showed these or not. We've sold all the leftovers except one stack that night. We had one stack of leftovers that didn't sell. I don't recall some of these, so let's start with some lobby cards here. Press kits, everybody on and alive and awake. It says we got 175 people watching, so I hope so. First thing is Marathon Man. We're going to go through some press kits and then road posters. Marathon Man is just the book. Marathon Man is just the book, but that's the first press kit. Randy Scarborough says he will take a tool undertow. Well, I've got to find that for you because I've got to also go over here and find, I got to get my laptop charger, so I'm going to have to move some stuff around anyway. So let me see what's in this bin and make sure it's not over here in this bin. Wherever lateralis is undertow. Or excuse me, wherever figure inoculum is undertow. And then who asked for, earlier tonight, somebody asked for Pearl Jam. Somebody asked for, Pearl Jam Dark Matter, the new Pearl Jam album. Is that person still watching? Somebody asked for Pearl Jam. Somebody asked for Pearl Jam Dark Matter, the new, since we were doing Pearl Jam Night. Somebody that, but I'll look for that. Whoever's watching the sale, make a note, Randy Scarborough, tool undertow. And if I don't get one right off the bat here in a second, we'll find one in one of these bins. I know I have it. It's just a matter of finding it. And then there's Godsmack. Somebody went on a waiting list for the Godsmack. I've got them right here. I knew I had them. Yeah, we got so much new vinyl now. I got way too much new vinyl all of a sudden. I got to put some stuff on sale. I've got to put some stuff on sale probably tomorrow night. So if you're interested in new vinyl on sale, I'm probably going to thin out some of these bins and pull dates from the last couple of months. So, okay, we have next press kit is Man with One Shoe. Man with One Red Shoe, Tom Hanks. Man with One Red Shoe is just the folder. Just the folder on that one. Man with One Red Shoe. And help me out by putting as much info, because some of these are in alphabetical order. Putting multiple letters will be very helpful. Let's see what we have here. Lost in the Stars. Going through some original press kits. This is called Lost in the Stars. Lost in the Stars. Looks like we got some photos in the back. Lost in the Stars. Informational insert. Lost and Found. Lost and Found. Folder. Documents. The Long Shot. The Long Shot. Man of La Mancha. I think some of these we've already been through. If so, then we're almost done with the stack, and then we'll get a new stack started. Man of La Mancha. Loose Cannons. Loose Cannons. Gene Hackman. Loose Cannons. Lolly Madonna. XXX. Lolly Madonna. Kyle Gregory, Loose Cannons. Loose Cannons, Kyle, has documents and kind of some photos. It has like poster photos and lots of documents. $10 on that, Kyle Gregory. $10 on that. That will be the Icebreaker. Lipstick. Lipstick. And we have the Island of Dr. Moreau. Kyle Gregory said sold. That's the icebreaker. Loose cannons. That's sold to Kyle for $10. Let's get the stack going. The Island. I know we've shown that before. The Island. I think we're going through a stack that didn't sell the other night. Yeah, Moment by Moment. Mr. Soffel. Mahogany. Kelly's Warriors. We've already shown all these. Protocol. Mannequin. That was we sold one the other night, but this one is the first one we sold, or the first one we showed. Little Drummer Girl. Goodbye Raggedy Ann. Little Darling. Random insert. Yep, Mad Max. It was just the documents. And then we had Pretty Woman, but it was just inserts. And then there's New York, New York. Liza Minnelli. Maxie. Norma Ray. I think, yeah, we've already shown that. Night in the City. Midnight Express. And I'll stop there because Antonio said, man. And that might have been something that got overlooked. Norma Ray. Now, not everybody may have been watching when we went through these the last time. And after this, Tanner cleaned up last night, so he probably didn't know that some of these had... he don't know how to keep what separated because he has no idea. So, Antonio Villanueva Mannequin. Mannequin is just a folder. Has some documents. Antonio, $10 on that one. Photo or folder and documents. $10 on that, Antonio. Mannequin, yeah. $10 on that one. And we may be getting to some new stuff here. Let me see here. This may be new stuff. Invasion. No, we showed all these too. Yep, we showed all those as well. So, Antonio said sold. That was on Mannequin. And then, let's see here. Goodbye Raggedy Ann. The Mad Max. The Mad Max is a single paper document. And then there's a couple other stuff too. It's just some documents here. No folder. I don't even have a regular folder. It's just those documents there. $7. They are original Mad Max press documents though. Pretty Woman, La Mancha. Is that a request, Michael Nath, or did I miss something there for La Mancha? Let me know, and I will find that if I did. Did I say that? Did I say those words early on? Okay, let me see if I can find that then. Island. We had Lolly Madonna, Lipstick, Lolly Madonna, La Mancha. That was, yeah, Man of La Mancha. This one right here. Man of La Mancha. It's documents with official letterhead, etc., etc. There's a lot of stuff in here, though. Peter O'Toole, $10. William said he'd give $5 for these Mad Max documents. Sell those to him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this folder, and I'm going to leave the Lolly Madonna photos just loose. So the Mad Max documents is in the Lolly Madonna folder for whoever's watching. We might want to go ahead and scribble that out. That might be hard for them to find when they're pulling these orders. Go ahead and scribble that out. This is just these folders, I'm sure, these are just folders that Fred made. They're not anything original. That's definitely Fred's writing. So, all right, and then Michael Nath says he's get on La Mancha for 10. So that Michael Nath for 10. And at this point, I can't really remember, so we'll keep... Yeah, we've gone through these, but I'll read them off one more time because we sold a few and we've already been through these. So let's go through these right quick. We have My Bodyguard. My Bodyguard. This was called Internal Affairs. Impulse. Invasion USA. Invasion USA. Yep, we had that earlier, or about 3 nights ago. There's Invasion USA. Paul Oakley, Midnight Express. Midnight Express was, it's got shifted to the bottom. It was right here. Paul Oakley, Midnight Express has the folder. I didn't see your question. What's in the Midnight Express? I see it now. Midnight Express is folder and documents. Folder and documents. $10 on that. Journey of Natty Gann. Journey of Natty Gann. Just You and Me, Kid. Just You and Me, Kid. Joy of Sex. Paul Oakley said sold on Midnight Express for $10. Just the Way You Are. Irreconcilable Differences. Boy, remember that one? I had trouble with that one. Irreconcilable. I can't say it still tonight. That was the next one. All right, let's bring out some road. That's not all the press kits, but I'm going to stop there so we can get started on rolled posters. And let's see what the first rolled poster we have tonight. Hadn't done rolled posters in a while. What I'm going to do is put... All right, so these right here, there's a bunch of press kits here. I'll do it just like I do all the other stuff. $50 for all these right here, if anybody wants them. This entire lot of these leftover press kits, there's some in there that's got photos, etc. But if anybody wants that lot, $50. And I think that's the problem. I didn't price the leftovers the other night when those were left. So $50 if anybody wants to do it. We usually do that at the end of the sale, but I'll do that right there. So I'll do those right now. And then next we have, or first we have, Sweetheart's Dance. Sweetheart's Dance. Now, we got to, these row posters are hard to show sometimes. I'll try my best. Sweetheart's Dance. There's our first row poster. Whoa, who's in the Journey of Natty Gann? As in, who's the actors? The Journey of Natty Gann. The Journey of Natty Gann. Meredith Solinger, John Cusack, and Ray Wise. That's the stars. Paul Brothers says he'll take the press kit bundle. Those are all sold to Paul Brothers. I was waiting for one of the... There's a few people that's bought them in bulk. I was waiting for that to happen. Those are sold to Paul Brothers for $50. Those are all sold. Now, let's see here. I think what I'll do, I'm going to leave the last records that sold, I'm going to put them on top here. And I'm just going to start putting road posters in here as we sell them. Okay, now, so yeah, that is our first road poster. Let's put that right there. I have no idea what's in here. You can't really tell, or... The Presidio. The Presidio. Sean Connery. Mark Harmon. The Presidio. Has some discoloration up here at the top. It needs cleaning. You can tell it's been stored in a garage. The Presidio with Sean Connery. All right. This one may have a couple posters. It's the same one though. And it's called... This is pretty cool. Red Heat with Schwarzenegger and Belushi. It's got some discoloration. Let's see if the one on the bottom does. The one on the bottom's a lot nicer. We'll do that one first. Kyle Gregory, I'll do, let's see here. First, I'll do $15 on the Presidio with Sean Connery. $15 Kyle Gregory. And then Paul Brothers, this first poster here. This one still has a couple spots at the top, but it's not bad. And I'll do that one. I think that's a pretty cool poster of John Belushi. Paul Brothers, $20 on that one. He said sold $15 on the Presidio. That's right here. That's sold to Kyle Gregory. We'll go ahead and call that sold. Paul, $20 for that one. And then Antonio, $15 for the one with the spots at the top. $15 for the one with the spots at the top. And that's could come off. The other night I brought out like Windex and we wiped some of that off. So just FYI. So $15 on that one, Antonio. Paul said sold on this one for $20. Let me get it refolding. I'm going to be doing a lot of re-rolling tonight. Get all these nice and packed away here. So, Antonio, there's one red heat left for 15. All right, so there's 2 posters so far left over. Let's grab another random one right here in the middle. And this one is going to be Overboard with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Overboard, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. There's a little bit, we're going to call this foxing from here on out tonight. That's what this is called. It's usually when like humidity spots are on a poster, we call it foxing. There's Overboard though. Antonio does want the other red heat. So make sure Antonio gets this one with the extra spots at the top for 15. That's so to Antonio Villanueva. There's Overboard, Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. If anybody wants a price, just comment the name of the poster. That tells me you're interested. Then I'll price it, and you can take or pass. Next poster. These are stored in a garage for many, many years. That's why, hence, there's sometimes that discoloration on the bottom. But this one is Moonstruck. 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 With Nicolas Cage and Cher. There's Moonstruck. And Lazarus is first on O for Overboard. Lazarus, I'll do $15 on Overboard. $15 on Overboard. Lazarus, Chris Knapp, you were second. There is, what was this one? Moonstruck. Anthony Barone, $15 on Moonstruck. $15 on Overboard. Lazarus, Chris Knapp, Anthony Barone, $15 on Moonstruck. We're doing rolled posters. Good thing about rolled posters, they don't have creases. Sometimes they do. We had some the other night that had been folded and then rolled, where people were probably storing them. But, oh my gosh, what is this right here? I opened it up and I saw this man that's very recognizable. It definitely caught my attention. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to look this one up. Chris Knapp, Overboard goes to you for $15 if you want it. And then Anthony Barone. Check this out. Back to the Beach. And I unrolled it, and that's the first person I seen. I was like, what in the world? Back to the Beach. Check this out. I don't know what's going on here, but I saw some very interesting stuff here. Fasten your seatbelts to get ready for a totally new wave motion picture. Back to the Beach. All killer, no filler. Interesting. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to officially set up my system for tonight. So I've got everything over here except my charger, so I'll be able to expedite a little bit faster tonight. But let me do that right quick. And I might go ahead and grab a Monster Energy drink while I'm at it. I'll do that later. I'll go ahead and get a price on this. All right. So everybody passed on Overboard, so it's still available. And then Moonstruck is still available for $15. And we're almost ready to continue. There's one that sold in 2018. Let's go recent. All right. Yeah, this is $30. $30 on Back to the Beach. Anthony Brown said I had Moonstruck 15. Well, you put Moonstruck. I priced it. You never did say sold. You got to say sold if you want it. Brent, you're first on Back to the Beach, $30. It's rolled. It's nice. $30 on that. So I'm assuming Anthony Barone wants Moonstruck. You've got to say sold. What we're doing here is we're doing pricing by claim. So if you say Moonstruck, that gives you a chance to buy it. I'm going to tell you the price. Then you say sold. That tells me you want it. So Moonstruck sold to Auntie Marone for $15. Back to the Beach sold to Brent for $30. And now we're ready for a new poster. We have our new poster. Our next new poster is going to be called Throw Mama from the Train. Throw Mama from the Train. Throw Mama from the Train. This one has Danny DeVito. It has some humidity. I'm going to call that foxing. I'm going to do an experiment on this. I'm going to see if some of that will wipe off. I'm very curious. I think some of it will, because it looks like several of these are going to have that on it, if not perhaps almost all of them. So let me do a quick experiment. I'm going to do nothing. Can't hurt anything, at least. Because if this is true, then it's probably going to really make me feel much more comfortable saying they can be wiped. Let's just see what this does. Some of it looks like it's like stuff literally laying on the surface here. Yeah, it looks like it is. Some of it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so these will definitely, you'll have to work on these a little bit, but yeah, they'll definitely, some of that stuff will come off. I'm not saying, you might have to get it on a good flat surface and work on it, but yeah, some of these will be able to clean up that has that stuff. It looks like it's literally on the inside here, it looks like it's just laying. I mean, right there's where I just wiped. That's how it did look. That's how it did look, and that's how it's gone. So, FYI. But, Paul Brothers, you're first. I'll do that one. It's rolled, and we'll do that one for $15. Paul, you're first. Brent and other Paul has already passed. Paul Brothers has that for $15. That's Aries EMS. $15 on that, Paul, if you want it. All right. Paul Brothers said sold, $15. All right, let me get that one re-rolled so we can save some space in this crate. It's weird. We've had a couple that didn't have any of it. And they all came from the same tub, so pretty interesting. All right. I've already forgot the name of this one. It is called Stealing Home. Stealing Home. It does have some foxing up there at the top and down here at the bottom. Stealing Home. Stealing Home. I think it's called, well, I don't know. I think it's called Bestseller. James Woods and Brian Dennehy. Bestseller. This one's pretty clean. It has very little of that. See, some of them has almost none of it. I think it's called Bestseller. Almost said if words could kill, but it's called, that says that up at the top. James Wood and Brian Dennehy or Denny. Bestseller. A Handful of Dust. This one looks clean. A Handful of Dust. Handful of Dust. Paul, I'll do $10 on Bestseller if you want that one, which is right there, and there's A Handful of Dust. Bestseller's $10 though if you decide you want that one. Okay, this one looks pretty nice. Bestseller sold to Paul for $10. That means A Handful of Dust is a no claim. And we have, I know these are always popular when we show these. Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to camp. Nice road. Just a couple of spots down there at the bottom of that foxing. Like I said, we're going to call that foxing. That's what it's called. $25 on that one. Ernest goes to camp. Nice road. Chris Knapp, you're first, then Kyle Gregory. $25 on that. Ernest goes to camp. $25. We have Crossing Delancey. Crossing Delancey. Amy Irving. We got two of these. Chris Knapp said sold on Ernest for $25. Let me get that one re-rolled. That's sold to Chris Knapp. Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to camp, sold to Chris Knapp for $25. I'm going to get a no-sale pile tub going back here behind me. Clear this stuff out. Good. Stop here in just a second and do some press kits to mix it up a little. The Dead. John Justin's The Dead. Out of Africa. Robert Redford, Meryl Streep. Out of Africa. These are nice. Out of Africa. $15. I got two of them. Not really any, no really discoloration on those is all. $15. Brent said sold. I'll give you this one here on top. I sold to Brent for $15. Michelle was next. She also said sold for $15. All right. Michelle, very nice. Brent said he'd give $10 for the Dead poster. Sell that to Brent for $10. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll it. All right. Next. Moon over Parador. Moon over Parador. Raul Julia and Sonia Braga. Moon over Parador. All-nighter. All-nighter. A little bit of foxing at the bottom. Right there. Pretty decent subject matter there on the poster. The all-nighter. Those things have a lot of memory. You just let them go and they roll right back up. Police Academy 4. Police Academy 4. It's kind of wrinkled on the side, unfortunately. See the wrinkles? $10 if anybody wants it. Brent's already passed. Curtis has passed. Paul, it's not ripped or anything, just wrinkled. $10 if Aries EMS wants it. Looks like it was in one of those shipping tubes. That's what happens when they crimp the ends. Sometimes that happens. That's sold to Paul for $10. I'll put this one away. Figured somebody'd want the all-nighter. It's going in the no-sale bin. Stormy Monday, Melanie Griffith, Tommy Lee Jones, Sting. Stormy Monday. It's not bad. It's got some of the foxing at the bottom, but it's good when it's colored because it blends in a lot better. I mean, literally, it's really hard to see unless you really are looking at it. Plus, I think that will wipe off. I'll do that for $15. I'll do that for $15. Antonio, Brent, you're first. Antonio said all, and then Paul offered 10. So, Antonio, we got a $10 offer on the table. I'm going to sell it to him for 10 unless you want it for 10. So, Antonio, let me know if you want that for 10. If not, I'm going to sell it to Paul Brothers. What was the name of this movie? Stormy Monday. Stormy Monday is $15 if anybody wants it. Brent was the only one to actually put in a claim there. And let me find... I'm almost about through a third of these. Let me grab another one right quick. Oh, wow, what a good one to pause on. What a great poster to pull. That's a great pull I've got coming up. Hope everybody's ready. Fingers ready, okay? I hope this is original. I hope it's a one sheet. And it looks like it's nicely rolled. So very, very cool. Here we go. I'm going to tell you the name of it before I unroll it, okay? It is a rolled Beetlejuice. Let's see here. Let's see what's going on. Gift and company release, rental guidance. I'll look it up. Now, it has some, let's see, the humidity stuff on this one's pretty noticeable up here at the top. See right here? Pretty noticeable right up here. It kind of blends in with the sky, but it's pretty noticeable up here on the top. Let's see, where's that towel paper at? See if I can find that. I was going to see if that would... Kind of curious on something like this. I think some of it will. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. I don't want to rub too hard. Yeah, a lot of that will come off. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Now, let's see what's going on with this. Make sure that's the real deal. Well, a rolled one sold on May 12th for $500. I knew it was expensive. Let's make sure it's got all the stuff down here. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. Printed in USA, yeah. It says down here. Very, very cool. Trying to get the most recent comps. I saw that one, and it just sold a few days ago. And then there's one that sold for $169. So I'm like, what's up with that? It's called an auction. You never know. And here's ours right here. It says version B at the bottom. Yep. Okay, so that's exactly ours right there. That one sold March 24 for $169. Now, I will keep in mind this one has some wear, but it is a Beetlejuice poster. So, I'll do this for $155. $155 on this. Here's the order. First, let me make sure. Did I pull the all-nighter? Yep. Antonio, I got you down for the all-nighter. Yep. Michelle, Brent, Chris, Paul, Travis. That's the first few people. $155. Michelle, Brent, Chris, and Paul Brothers. $155 on that. So, Michelle pass. Or no, Michelle hadn't said anything yet. And then Brent. Michelle passed. Brent's already passed. Chris Knapp. Paul Brothers. Paul may be typing the word sold right now. We'll find out. And then we'll go down to Travis next. $155. That is an original Beetlejuice rolled poster. $155. Last one sold just like that for $169 that I have found. Next poster is called Casualties of War. Casualties of War. Fox, pennon, Casualties of War. We have some foxing at the bottom. There is some foxing at the bottom, if y'all can see that. $15. I've got two of them. I got two of them, Brent. Paul says he'll take Beetlejuice for $155. Nice pickup there. Let me get this re-rolled very nicely, Paul. Very nicely. Brent, there's two of them, yeah. Let me check the one underneath it. Sometimes the one underneath it is even better. Nice pickup there, Paul. OG Beetlejuice. Very, very nice. All right, let's see the one on the bottom, Brent. Let's see. It's much better, yes. Much better. If anybody wants the other one, $10. Casualties of War. Brent's going to get this one for $15. If anybody wants the other one that has just a little bit of that foxing at the bottom, $10. By the way, when I was up in the loft, I counted, there's 20 boxes of rolled posters. This is box one of those 20, just FYI. So we have many, many nights ahead of us of rolled posters. These take a little bit more time, too, because we got to check them and see what they are, etc. And I had no idea there was stuff like Beetlejuice just randomly stuck in here. So, Moon over Parador. We had one of those earlier, didn't we? Moon over Parador. Moon over Parador. That sounds more formal. There's another one of those. All right, let's see what this. Here's a bunch rolled inside of each other. It's like, it looks like 5 different posters rolled inside and then inside. Promised Land. Kiefer Sutherland, Meg Ryan, Jason Gidrick, Tracy Poland, Promised Land. Life on the Edge of the American Dream. $10 if anybody wants Promised Land. Let me re-roll this other one here. Keep all these organized. All right, then what did I drop here? I dropped something. We're about to find out. Off Limits. I got 2 of them. William Dafoe, Off Limits. These are nice. I got one more. They're both nice. No foxing on these. These were rolled up inside of another poster. I think that's what saved them. That's a cool poster. Let's take a look at it. Rolled. $20. Brent, Paul, and Josh Phillips. I got 2 of them. There's one, and there's the other. $20. Let me go ahead and put these away. Paul says he'll take one. Brent, you got dibs as well, and then Josh Phillips. Let's see here. Paul said sold. Well, I've already got one sold to Paul for 20, and then Josh Phillips would be next. Okay, sold and sold. Thank you. That expedited that. That's sold for 20 and 20. I'll let you win on the next deal, if there is a next deal. Here is Shakedown. 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 Sam Elliott, Pete Weller. There's a little bit of foxing there at the bottom, as you can see. There is foxing on that one. $15. $15 on Shakedown. $15 on Shakedown. Shakedown. Manhunter. Manhunter. It's just you and me now, sport. Got a little bit of wavy going on to it. A little bit of waviness going on to it. A little bit of that foxing at the bottom. Michelle, I'll do that one for $10 if you want it. $10, Michelle. Who's the actor? The actor. William Peterson, Kim Grice, Joan Allen, Brian Cox, Dennis Farina, Stephen Lang, and Tom Noonan. Let's see. Open box, ship them rolled. But 15 posted. I know he said he shipped them rolled. If they come in the mail truck tomorrow. Yeah, that's probably split. That stuff gets split up. Yeah, we probably shipped stuff rolled and stuff. If you get multiple tracking numbers, they're probably, you get tracking numbers for stuff rolled. You get tracking numbers for stuff flat. And that happens to us. We had an order of vinyl come Friday from UPS, from our main distributor. It's supposed to be 4 boxes. Well, they delivered 3, and there was 1 box that didn't show up. They didn't deliver it today. They didn't deliver it tomorrow, but they're going to deliver it Wednesday. And UPS has delivered mail on Monday and Tuesday since then. So yeah, some of those multi-piece shipments get split up. Felix, you're next on Manhunter if you want it for $10, Felix. Felix, you're next on that for $10. And then I don't guess nobody wanted the Shakedown poster. Shakedown was $15 if anybody wants it. Felix, Manhunter's $10 if you want it. You have the current dib on that. And then this next poster, I've had the soundtrack for this a bunch. It's called Brighton Beach, Neil Simon's Brighton Beach. Felix says he'll take the Manhunter poster for $10. All right. Sell Paul Brothers the Shakedown poster for $10. You got it. Let me re-roll it. All right. Neil Simon's Brighton Beach. Give me 1 second. I've said it for, I think since about 10 o'clock. I was like, I think I'll go over here and get a Monster out of the fridge. It's officially 12 something another, and now it's officially time. Maybe it's nice and chilled. It is. Great. Boy, Seth left a mess. He didn't clean up. He left his cleaning stuff out. Manhunter is the predecessor film to Silence of the Lamb. Wow. Didn't know that. Okay, I got to get some stuff off the table before I spill Monster all over this MacBook, Restream Deck, cameras, and crazy stuff. Or crazy expensive stuff. Okay, next poster. It looks like there's multiples rolled up in here. But they're damaged on the edges. Unfortunate. Abyss. They're damaged on the edges pretty bad. They're kind of crinkled. It would almost be out of the frame. It'd almost be on the frame, but we got a bunch of them. They're all pretty similar too. The Abyss. But I mean, if you think, when you flatten it and you put the frame on that end, but yeah, they're pretty beat up. $10 if anybody wants them. There's a bunch there. What was that, 4? I think there's 4 of them. That's unfortunate. That happens. This stuff was, some of this could have happened even when we're moving them, because and plus in the back, we've tried to keep, we've had some of these for years, and moving them around, we've probably laid stuff on top of them accidentally. Dream a Little Dream. Dream a Little Dream. Kind of got a wavy thing going on with it, but it don't look too bad. The one on the bottom's a lot nicer. The one on the bottom here is much nicer. And then the one on the top had some of that foxing at the bottom. This one doesn't have very much at all. It kind of blends in with those spots that's actually on the poster. Kyle, 15 on that one, and Tony, I'll do 10 for the other one that has more of the discoloration on it. I don't know what that stuff is. It's like, I wish I had a scientific explanation. Everybody see what that is? It's almost like, it looks like mold, but it's not. It's that stuff right there. It gets on paper and stuff and high humidity. It's called foxing, but I don't know what scientifically what's going on there really. So, but you can see it's on the surface. It's not actually stained the paper. It's just something on the surface, and it will wipe off. But it may be some kind of, I think it's something that's alive. I think it is a microorganism, whatever it is. I think it's hosting to the paper. All right. So, no, it's not eggs. It's very weird. So, it's on several of these though. Okay, so Kyle gets that one for 15. Tony, that means you get this one for 10. So make sure Tony gets the one with a little bit more foxing there at the bottom. That goes to Tony for $10. I'm going to try to knock some of this with my paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some of that off for you, actually. Yeah. This isn't even damp, and it's really making it look a lot better. That's so 10. And then Brighton Beach for $8. Brent, I will sell that to you. Don't let me, I got new flat posters from my distributor. I got Alice in Chains. I got some more movie posters. I've got new flat posters from my distributor. They're new, but I think y'all are going to like them. There's Brighton Beach. That's sold to Brent for $8. There was the Abyss posters. I'm going to put them over here in the no sale. All right. Boy, let's do this one first. There's one in here that's got like a ton of stuff rolled up. This next one is called... Well, I can't get to the bottom. Casual Sex? Question mark? Casual Sex. This is an advance. It says coming soon at the bottom. Leah Thompson and Victoria Jackson. It has some discoloration at the top. Casual Sex with a question mark. All right, now this thing here, this is what I've been talking about. Is this the same poster? No way. There's like, let me show you what it looks like from the end. This has got a lot of stuff rolled up in it. So let's figure out what that is. I'm going to put away Casual Sex for right now. And this first one is really cool because it's got Mr. Belushi in it, Taking Care of Business. And these are nice. Taking Care of Business. I'll show that one in just a second. Taking Care of Business. Let's see what these look like. John Belushi, Charles Grodin. And yeah, these are nice. I've got a bunch. I'll do them for $15. I got 4 of them. They're very thick paper too. That's why it feels like there's so many. $15 on Taking Care of Business. Jim Belushi. James Belushi. I guess that's not John, is it? My bad. Not the same person then, right? John, Jim, James. Paul Brothers, you're next. Not John Belushi. I saw Belushi. That does say James, doesn't it? Wow. His brother. Paul, you still got dibs, and then Kyle. Paul says he'll take one for 15. Kyle, let me know if you want one for 15. Sorry, I messed up the Belushi brothers. All I saw was Belushi till I completely unrolled it. Kyle says he'll take one for 15. There's 2 left. Taking Care of. I got Bachman Turner Overdrive stuck in my head now. Every day. All right. Now let's see what else was rolled up in that. Here's the rest of the stuff. It looks like there's still a couple different posters. Scrooged. Scrooged. Without giving away too much, let me see. I think that's the only one. Yeah. Well, if there's another one in there, we'll sell it later. But I think the next 4 posters in there are all different. So let's do Scrooge first. Let me look that one up, and I'll unroll it one more time. But let me check that one first. First one I've really had to look up in a while since Beetlejuice. Most of these I'm just kind of throwing something out there. I might have underpriced some of them, but I knew that would pull up a lot of comic books. Let's filter this to movie posters, please. 133, that seems still too many. Yeah, more Scrooge movie posters. There it is. Rolled. No, this was folded. One sheet. Comedy. November 19, 2023, $49. So that was a folded one. This one's rolled. This one's rolled. Let me check condition. No foxing at the top or at the bottom. Maybe a little right in there. That's about it on that. Looks like a very nice poster. A folded sold for $49. Rolled, $45. Should be more. I'm doing it for $45. Brent, you're first. $45, Brent. $45. Brent says he'll take it. That's sold to Brent for $45. All right, let's see what one of these next posters were. This next poster, whatever this is right here. Mortal Kombat. Wow. That looks cool. Mortal Kombat. Fit a pocket of some great stuff here. Mortal Kombat. Let's take a look at that. I think that's the only one. Well, I'll give you a clue. Nope, there's two. And then there's a different one. It looks like a different movie, though. But it looks like we got two of these. That's pretty cool. So let's figure out what's going on here. This is obviously a double-sided poster. Double-sided. It says, destroy all expectations. Make sure it's not an advance or anything. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And that's the original one sheet. 1950, 70, 60, 70, 95 maybe? I think that's 95, 97. All right. I think I misspelled that, but I'll fix it by doing this. Copy. What did I just do? There we go. I need... Yeah, 1997. It was a C and then a 5V. Okay. Yeah, so $35. $35. I got Brent, Kyle, Tony, and Paul. They're nice and they're rolled. I got two of them. $35. Or is there another one here? Nope, just two. So Brent, Kyle, Tony, Paul. Very popular stuff there. Mortal Kombat. Antonio says he was first. Well, I don't think so. I see MK. Brent said sold. Antonio, I think you might have put that down long before I even showed the poster, right? Because their comments came in at 27. You put that in like, did you maybe see it before and then you put in MK? If so, you got to wait till I show the poster. You might have caught a glimpse of it earlier. You can't get in early on those. Just FYI. I think you put that. I saw that pop up back when we were rolling up that last poster. You've got to wait till I'm actually showing it. You might have caught an early glimpse. You might have been too early on that. I think you was very early. Because I know as soon as I unrolled it, their MKs popped up, and that was after Brent said sold on that last poster, and that was at 27.54, and you commented MK back at 26.11, which was, a long time ago. Well, that was well before I actually showed the next poster. Even if you catch an early glimpse, you're going to have to wait till I'm actually showing it, so it's fair across the board. Unless that popped up when I was showing it, but I don't think it was. I think you put MK back when we were doing the other poster. that makes sense. Is everybody, or was his MK? Yeah, I think you put MK, and then Brent said sold almost a minute later on that other poster. And that's when we were still dealing with S, which was Scrooge. Yeah, Scrooge. And then, because the last Scrooge comment came in at 26:07, and then you put Mortal Kombat at 26:11, which was 4 seconds later. And then I looked up Scrooge, which was almost a minute later, and you'd already had Mortal Kombat on the board. So you was about 2 minutes early on that. You was very early. I think you caught a glimpse, and you went ahead and put MK. You got to wait till I'm actually showing it. So these are $35, and these are sold to Brent and Kyle. And Antonio, you were just too early. You got to wait till I'm actually showing it there. So we have The Edge. There is a rip at the bottom, but this was the next poster that was rolled in there. The Edge, which is Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. The Edge. Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin. The Edge. There is a tear at the bottom. I'll do it for $10. $10. Now this next thing here looks pretty dang cool. Mortal Kombat 4. I think it's a video game store poster. Yeah, I think it's a video game store poster. That's really cool. Mortal Kombat 4. It's a video game store poster. Kenny Begley got The Edge for $10. And let's see what we got going on here. I'd have to go to... Well, I'll try here first. I doubt they have it, though. Let's do this. $75, $25, $61.55, $21, $65, and $55. Pretty cool video game poster. Now how popular this stuff is right now. 1997, Mortal Kombat 4. It's nice, it's rolled, no discoloration. I'm thinking that should be $50. Brent, you're first, and then Paul Brothers. Brent and then Paul Brothers. $50 on that. I have not opened this Monster Energy drink yet. Let me do that right quick. I think y'all just heard that. Paul, it's yours for $50 if you want it. Paul says he'll take it. That's sold to Paul for $50. Very, very cool. All right, that was a nice little pocket. That was a huge rolled pocket of stuff. Here's another one just like it. Maybe there'll be just as many good titles in there. There's a lot of stuff rolled up in here. Let's see what this first thing is. Or it could be the same poster. Stand and Deliver, a true story about a modern miracle. Stand and Deliver. There's at least 2 of them there. And then that's a different poster coming up next. And then another different poster. And then that's the same poster, and that's the same poster. Okay, so 2 more posters rolled up in there. But that's the next one, Stand and Deliver. Put those away. No interest. See what this next one is. Looks very colorful. Oh, wow. That's cool. UHF, Weird Al Yankovic in this one. We got 2 of them. There's people every day asking for stuff like this. I think y'all seen tonight, there was 2 different people that hopped on. Any Weird Al stuff, any Weird Al stuff. Of course, they're asking for records, but don't tell Doug we had these. Doug would probably wanted one. Let me mute my mic right quick. I've almost drunk this entire thing. All right. I got Greg and Brent first. So let's figure out what this is actually called. A lot of TV stations have forgotten what quality means, but not Channel 62. They never knew what it means. No foxing on this. Maybe, I take that back, maybe a couple spots on that one. Let's peek at the one underneath it. The one underneath it just has a couple too. It's not bad whatsoever though. And this one here has a small rip. So, and that's actually called what? UHF? UHF. All right. Let's take a quick peek on that. UHF. UHF. Is that the name of the movie? I'm assuming. I have to go to eBay with this one. Rolled. Okay. All right. I think the one on top, because of the rip, we'll just do it has a few more foxing spots. It will be 30. And then the one on the bottom that I'm about to show you will be 35. Greg, you're first, $35. And that's that one. No, actually, it has a rip too. Let's make them both $35. This one doesn't have any foxing. It doesn't have as much foxing. So I still think this is the better one, even though it has a rip too, just like right there. It's not bad at all. And then the other one for 30. And Brent, that one will be yours. And I'll show it to you. This one's definitely going to Greg for 35. And Brent, the other one will be 30. He said, sold, bill me and give it to Doug. Appreciate everything he does. All right. Fantastic. So yeah, this is going to be sold then to Brent. But whoever's watching the sale, when you get to this poster, just go lay it on Doug's desk and say, from Brent Robley, or hand it to him. He might be actually here when they're watching the sale. Hand that to Doug and say, from Brent Robley. Just make sure we put down a sticky note, and Brent says, that one's on him. That one's on him. Okay, so this next one, everybody get ready, because I took a peek at it, and don't touch that dial. Another Weird Al poster. It also says UHF, so I don't know what's going on with that, but this says don't touch that dial. I don't know what really the name of the last movie was, but I guess it was UHF. This says UHF too. Is this the same poster? I don't really know. Brent, what a nice gesture. Thank you. Doug will enjoy that. Doug very much interested in, he loves comedy, for sure. What is the name of this film? Is it still called UHF? I don't, because I still can't find anything really much about it, so I guess they're just different styles. Okay, well, these are nice, no rips, and I really couldn't find much on the first one. I'll do these for $35 too, which if I would have had these and we said, all right, we're going to auction these during a record sale, I could see one of these bringing like $100 during prime time record selling, for sure. These are originals, $35. Brent said sold, and Michelle, you're next. And they're both pretty much identical. So I think y'all are getting great prices on those. And Michelle said sold. Let me separate these. And I think I have almost filled up an entire milk crate here. So this one right here is going to be Brent's. O connection on the back of 2 TVs. That sounds right. There's one rolled. Those are cool. Those are some cool finds there. So Beetlejuice, these here, some of the more neater ones we found tonight. Can I get these inside of here? I think I can, because there's only a few more left. There's those 2 there. I got this crate. I got this very nice. These milk crates also work great for poster storage. Just stand them upright. We got them full on the back where we've sold so many. That way they don't fall over. So I've really got 3 rolled tubes left, and one of them's kind of like what we've been doing. There's a lot rolled up in one, and then I've got 1 single poster here. And this is called DOA. DOA, it's got some humidity. Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan, DOA. It's rolled, got kind of a wavy thing going on with it. Someone poisoned Dexter Cornell. It's got a little bit of wrinkle going up at the top. There's DOA. DOA. And this one here is inside of a cardboard tube. That means it might be important. And I can't figure out what it is. These are hard to get out too. Let me see if I can. I will tell you what it says on the tube. I better not, because I think that's a pretty poor. I'll have to cut that one open. But first, let's go ahead and do the last rolled within a rolled, and then we'll do those. First, though, let's do this. We're going to do, oh, hey, we've had more of these. We've had these already. Rainbow Brights. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer. If you didn't get one of those already, there's Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer. And I think that's the whole thing there. Yeah, we got 3 of them. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer. We sold a bunch of those the other night. We had a bunch of them. Rainbow Bright. Let me look those back up right quick. Nope, here's the other ones. That wasn't the only thing in there. There's some more stuff I just pulled out here. Yeah, I think I did them for 1 sheet. Yeah, well, that's folded too. Yeah, because that one brought 48. These were $35. Paul, $35. And this one on top looks pretty nice. And this is the actual 1 sheet. And then there's an advance at the bottom. These are both advance. These are both advance. All 3 of them. They're all 3 advance. It don't actually say coming soon, though. If you're still good with that, just let me know. That is same price, because this one here says advance as well. I think the other night we hit like a bunch of these, and we sold like 4 or 5 of them. It's been a while, but I think it's when we first started doing some of this. All right, that's sold to Paul for $35. There's 2 of those left if anybody wants it. And let's see what was rolled up inside of that. I'm going to keep those kind of off to the side. That was a pretty cool poster. And here's what was rolled up inside of it. Just 1 poster. At first, it's called Weeds. I thought it was John Cena at first, but it's Weeds. Nick Nolte. Weeds. Nick Nolte. Weeds. All right, now let's cut open this one and see if I can get it out. I'm going to get our box cutter. what happened is Fred had a ton of posters stored in these tubes, but what he did is he crimped the edges, which made it very difficult to get them back out. So once these things are like, Tanner was trying to cut some open the other day with our paper slicer, and I'm going to try to use a box cutter on this one because they are tough to get out of here without like dinging the edges. Yeah, and I'm not having much luck with this one either. I mean, this is thick cardboard, but I think I can get it ripped open. That's why what I'll have to do, I got to get him to just start busting a lot of these open before the shows. Otherwise, we could be stuck trying to get these things open next time because there's some boxes back there that's just full of these. But you know what? I think these are some of the better posters because I found a James Bond GoldenEye in one of these. Some of them on the outside of it, they have writing, and we were loading the trailer at Fred's house, and I think Tyler spotted. He said, "Hey, GoldenEye, isn't that James Bond?" And I was like, "Let me see that." Of course, it was. So, yeah, here's what I'm trying to do. I have started to rip this thing open, but these are very well-made tubes, so I'm struggling. I think it says, well, behind enemy lines. So go ahead and get your claims in. I think it's behind enemy lines if anybody even wants it. Paul Stevens, do you want a Rainbow Bright for $35? And Felix, do you want weeds for $10? Gosh. Let me go to the back. I'm going to have to get our paper slicer right quick. Let me see if I can do that. It's about 10 steps away. While I'm back there, I'll try to find this other stack of flat posters that I had, plus the new posters we got in. Well, here we go. I'm having to open it up like a can of biscuits. I'm having to open it up like a can of biscuits. I'm almost to it. See, I've had to. All right, there we go. Oh, great, there's more than one. Oh, boy, that was a workout. I was like putting pressure on that thing. Boy, this looks cool. Nope, it's thinner. New claim, thinner. Thinner, Stephen King, thinner. It's not behind enemy lines, it's thinner. We got two of them. Stephen King's thinner. Coming this fall. There's two of them. Thinner Advance. I think that might be worth it. First, Paul Stevens, do you want a Rainbow Bright for $35? Paul Stevens, you never did say so. Felix said he'll take Woods. Felix says he'll take the Woods poster or Weeds poster. Weeds for $10. Yep. Felix gets Weeds for $10. I'm going to put that just on top because this tub's almost full. Paul Stevens wants a Rainbow Bright for $35. Gotcha. Let me get one of those pulled out for Paul Stevens. Rainbow Bright for $35. There's one Rainbow Bright left if anybody wants it. And let me take a look at thinner here, over here. Let me get a price on that. I see Stephen King. That's usually pretty dang good. Thinner roll. That's about what I was thinking on something like this for the advance. $30. These are nice. They're rolled. $30. Curtis and Brent are first. What the heck's it? Just pulled into my parking lot. Semi? Record delivery. What is going on out here? It was like a fire truck spraying water or something. Oh, they are next door at the body shop delivering a truck or a car. All right, these are sold to Curtis and Brent for $30 and $30. All right, let me get them separated here. There's two, right? Yeah, I'm very curious what's in some of those cardboard tubes like that. I mean, there's a couple boxes where we have them just like, there's hundreds of these things. And I think some of like the better titles, plus maybe where they're stored in those, they don't have any damage. So very curious. We'll get to those eventually. Let's sell these two to Brent and Curtis. And I'm going to set this crate off to the side because it's officially full. And there it is. Boy, that's a lot of posters. Doug will be happy to get a gift because he's going to have a lot of. We sold a lot of merchandise last week because we did posters 6 nights in a row. All right, we've already shown that one. All right, we went through a whole box. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Counting the Rainbow Bright and counting that one with the James Belushi, I see that there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe about 15, plus those Abyss posters, which were damaged, and there was 4 of those. There's about 15 rolled posters over here. If anybody wants all those that's left, for $50. At least 15. There's more because I counted 15 and then the Abyss. So there's 15 rolled posters for $50. And Kenny Begley says he'll take them. And the good thing about that is Kenny will probably try to roll them all up together and we'll put them in one tube. We can get a lot of those rolled inside of each other and $50. So what I'm going to do is everything in this gray crate, that includes a Rainbow Bright too. That includes a Rainbow Bright. That's a heck of a deal. But I'm trying not to leave any of this stuff behind because we have so much of it. We have a box here in the store we've been letting people go through some of the leftovers for $10. And my mom says people's buying them. They'll come in here and they'll unroll them on the table and they'll pick them out and $10, $15. So all the posters in this gray is sold to Kenny for $15. And whoever's watching the sale, let's try to get all those rolled up inside of each other. So, yeah, let's try to get all those rolled up. Whoever rewatches the sale, take all those, and it may take 2 tubes, hopefully 1 tube, so we can ship them all together to them. We'll get all those rolled up inside of each other. And here is what they were all in. Here's what Fred had them stored in. This has kind of got some age on it. I don't know if anybody wants it. It wouldn't be too cheap to, it's not that old, but it's an old Pepsi crate. That's what he had them all stored in. That's not that old, probably from the 80s maybe. That's what he had them stored in. Circuit breaker. It's definitely in a garage. Some kind of circuit breaker thing. So, all right, let's go through some more press kits. We hadn't finished going through those. But that's probably the batch of rolled posters for tonight. That was a whole Pepsi crate full of them. Took about an hour. Let's go ahead and go through the press kits we didn't go through last night. If y'all are still good with rolling, I'll do a few more things. We'll try to at least go through the rest of these press kits. Vicki Allison. Vicki, I'll say the Pepsi crate. Well, you're local. You're at a big advantage, Vicki. I'll sell that to you for $10 since you can come pick it up. It's a little dirty, but I'll sell it to you for $10 if you want it. We've sold the crate, the posters. We have Shogun. Here's our first press kit, Shogun. Shogun has some a photo and some booklets. It has lots of documents. There's our first press kit. So a couple photos and some documents. Shogun, $10. There's our first next press kit. The last one we sold over here, for whoever's watching the sale, the last one we sold was Midnight Express. So I'm adding to that stack. Did anybody buy the other press kits? Did we sell those other press kits? We did, didn't we? Kenny, did you buy those press kits, the ones that was left over? I laid them on the edge here. I can't remember if anybody bought them, though. Did we sell those? Vicky does get the Pepsi crate for $10, so we'll just leave that up front for her. I'll put it over here with the other rolled posters. Paul did. Paul Brothers. Yes, okay, I thought so. Let me go ahead and put a sticky on those so I'll remember. Let me put a sticky on those. Yeah, Paul Brothers. I'll go ahead and tag those. I can't write. I don't know how they make out all these sticky notes. I mess up about every other time I try to write one of y'all's names. I mess up. They write thousands of these things every week. There's Shogun. We have the Santa Claus movie. Just the book, just the press book, it looks like. Santa Claus movie. Let me try to get some different letters. These are all S's. Let me get a different stack of letters. Let's see here. That's going to be, if not, we're going to run into some major backlog and confusion. Let's see here. Well, these are all S's too. Give me some T's or something. Here we go. Here's a few T's. Paul, just the book there, $7 on Santa Claus movie. Just the book, $7. We'll do another S since it's kind of nothing else there. Secret Admirer. Secret Admirer. We have a press photo. Make that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then documents. Secret Admirer. Paul said sold. That's the Santa Claus movie, $7. Thank God it's Friday. Big soundtrack, Donna Summer. Thank God it's Friday. Just a press book. Just a press book on that. Thank God it's Friday. Oh boy, maybe there's photos with this one. I don't think there is though. When we had this poster, it was crazy. Serpico. Serpico was just the press book. Just the press book on Serpico. So thank God it's Friday. There's Serpico. Do we have anything worthy of an auction here? 3 Amigos. The 3 Amigos. Chevy Chase. Steve Martin. Martin Short. And I think we got some photos in this one. I think we do. Let's see here. 3 Amigos. Yep. There's the wax envelope. Writer-songwriter Randy Newman. Lorne Michaels, producer. Is that the same SNL Lorne Michaels? A few photos there. $15. Does have photos, press information. Curtis, you're first, then Brent. $15. Curtis, Brent, Antonio, Mitch. 7%. What? 7, what's that say? 7%. The 7% solution. 7% solution. Antonio, the Three Amigos is now to you if you want it. If not, Mitch Sories. Just documents in that one. $10 Brent on 7% solution. $10 on that. What was that, an S? Let's do a T then. We have 3 days of the Condor. 3 days of Condor. Documents in that one. 3 days of the Condor. Solution. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. It's still available there. So is 3 days of Condor. Antonio does want the Three Amigos for $15. That's sold to Antonio. Here's a different letter. Utilities. Utilities, which is just the folder and information. Utilities. Just folder and information on that one. Oh man, this looks cool. Transformers, the movie. That's pretty awesome. I think we had one of these, didn't we? I know we did. Maybe it was a different movie, though. This is, I think, the OG movie. It's the year 2005. Well, we hadn't seen those things yet. They hadn't came to Earth yet. $15 on that. That's a pretty cool folder. $15. Curtis Marachi, Antonio, and then Paul Brothers. $15 on that. Just the folder and a few documents. 7-Ups. The 7-Ups. Large folder with many, many documents. The 7-Ups. Could be some photos here. Hold on. Nope. Nope, just documents. Looks like some typewriter typed documents. Roy Schneider's to star the Detente. Oh, there's that. Curtis said he will take the Transformers for $15. That's so to Curtis. We'll do that one later. It's not a press kit, really. The Super Cops. The Super Cops. The Super Cops has a document. It has a folder or a photo. Another photo. Photo. 1974 Super Cops. Several photos here. Action shots. Steals. That's another thing they call those. Movie steals. Super Cops. Thief of Hearts. Thief of Hearts. Folder, book, and a couple inserts here. Was that a sticker? That's a sticker. And that's a postcard. Sticker, postcard, book, and folder. Thief of Hearts. Let's see here. This sounds interesting. I'm gonna jump ahead here. Make sure everybody's still awake. Let's see what's in here. Photo. Oh, cool. Supergirl. Supergirl. There's the original TriStar folder. Supergirl, Helen Slater. One photo. Document. Another press book. And more documents. So I think it's only that one photo in there. Supergirl, 1984. So one photo and documents. I'll do that for $10. Kenny Begley, Curtis Marachi, Antonio, and then Paul Brothers. $10 on Supergirl. Kenny, you're first. 10 Men, T-I-N. 10 Men. A Barry Levinson comedy. Danny DeVito, Richard Dreyfuss. 10 Men, just the press book there. Kenny Begley said sold on the Supergirl for $10. All right. We have Sure Thing. Sure Thing. It has photos and documents there. Aha. More Superman 3. The only thing in here is photos. Superman 3. It's a whole packet of photos. There's one photo, 2 photo, 3 photos, 4 photos. Is that Richard Pryor? Richard Pryor was in Superman 3. 5 photos, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 photos. Just those in this plastic baggie here. $15. I think I got Mitch first. Mitch, Kenny, Curtis, Paul, Antonio. $15 on those 11 photos. Mitch, very cool stuff there. Going through a collection of Hollywood memorabilia. This looks interesting. Mitch said he will take the Superman for $15. Next is the Swarm. The Swarm. This is a very, look how much stuff's in this one. Multicolored pages. The Swarm. This is a massive press kit. It looks like it's just documents here. And then there's another folder with more documents. So I don't see any photos, but that is very interesting. All this color-coded paper. A lot of stuff there. $10, Brent. There's 2 folders, 2 packets of different press material. $10 if you want that. Sunburn. Sunburn. Just a book. Sunburn. And we've got the Sunshine Boys. The Sunshine Boys. There's 2 different folders here. George Burns. 2 different packs there. Regina's first. Is that for Sunshine or Sunburn, Regina? Was that for Sunburn or Sunshine? I'll lay those in pending. Just got a book here. It's called Tough Guys. Burt Lancaster, Kirk Douglas, just the book. Tough Guys. And then 29th Street. 29th Street. There's the stills, the photographs, and book. 29th Street, Sunburn. If Farrah. You talking about Farrah Fawcett? Sunburn. I don't see a mention of Farrah Fawcett in this. Joan Collins, William Daniels, co-starring. She's not mentioning co-starring unless she was pretty deep in the cast. I don't see. Let me check here. She's not mentioning co-stars. You'd think she'd be pretty high up. There's credits. There's the cast. I don't see anything with Farrah Fawcett in this. She's not on the entire page 1 of cast, so I would assume she would be. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's right there. Ellie Morgan, Farrah Fawcett Majors. Why isn't she on the front here? She's up here. Farrah Fawcett Majors, Charles Grodin, Art Carney, and Sunburn, starring. That's weird. She's mentioned up here, but I just looked right here. Yeah, she's top of the. She's number 1. Ellie Morgan, Farrah Fawcett. Regina, I've been selling those like that for $7. Sell that Regina for $7. Regina, big Farrah Fawcett collector and big Elvis collector. Next is Silver Streak. Silver Streak. Massive press kit. Silver Streak. There's the Sunshine Boys. I don't think there's any photos in this. Lots of documents in the folder. $10, Kenny, and then Brent, you're next. Let me go get that. There's some more, but let me go get another handful. I'm going to mute my mic also for 1 second. All right. Let's see here. Here's some different letters. Hey, I like the name of that. Let's get that right here on top. We'll do that one first thing as soon as I take 3 more steps back over here. Kenny Begley said sold on the Silver Streak for $10. We have Rocky 5. Rocky 5. And we got almost some photos in there. Let's see what we have here. To pay the IRS, Rocky must sell everything, move out of his mansion and back to the modest surroundings of South Philadelphia, back to his roots. So there's the story. There's Sylvester Stallone's biography. This was his 17th film at the time. There's the rest of his biography. Let me keep all this in order. There's the rest of his biography. Then you get some of this stuff, which looks like campaign stuff, like where you can order posters. There's the story. Here's where Dear Promotion Manager. And then here's the rest of the stuff I was trying to get to. More campaign stuff, posters, etc. Pretty cool there. We'll do that for $10. I've got Brent first, and it's in the MGM folder. A couple of them got dog-eared there. We'll tuck that in there and try to get that flattened. And Brent's first, and then Kenny. $10 on that. Kenny, it goes to you if you want it. Brent passed. Skate Man USA. Skate Town. Skate Town USA. Skate Town USA. Kenny said sold on Rocky 5 for 10. Raw Pearl. Raw Pearl. R-A-W. No, maybe Peel. What does this say? I think Fred messed up some writing there. Raw Deal. Raw Deal. Where did I come up with Raw Pearl? That's a D. D-E-A-L. Raw Deal. Sorry, I'm trying to read Fred's and figure out what it is myself. Lots of documents in that one, just in a regular folder. Josh Phillips. I don't know if that was a claim or you might have been helping me. If it's a claim, you can have it for $10 if you were helping me. Thank you. That was an R, right? Let's do another S. We have Skyriders. 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 There's the press book. Yeah, we've had those posters. Very cool posters. This has press campaign stuff. Lots of campaign and ad stuff. And then publicity, exploitation, stuff like that. $10 on that, Brent. Skyriders. Real Genius. Real Genius. We got press book and we got photographs. Real Genius. Val Kilmer? Is that Val Kilmer? Yeah, I was about to say, it kind of looked like him. Nope. It said Val Kilmer left. Stars as Chris Knight. I think somebody got cut out. I think Val Kilmer got cut out of the photograph, but I think he's in that one. Yeah, there he is. I saw the name Val Kilmer, and I was like, that doesn't look like him, but it kind of does. It's that one. That definitely is him. Fred cut out one of these, or somebody did. But the rest of them are okay. There's another small one. There he is. I bet that's the one that got cut out. Yeah, that was supposed to go in that other thing. It looks like it was cut out of something, maybe. Okay. Either way, Brent said Skyrider sold for 10. Josh Phillips, you're first on Real Genius. We'll do that one for, we'll say 10 on that one too. Probably should be 15. We'll say 10 on that one too. Soldier Blue. Soldier Blue. This looks older, 1970. photo, 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 more photo. Boy, I keep wanting to say folders. Photos, photos. Real Genius sold to Josh Phillips for $10. Next is Red Sanja. Almost said Red Santa. That would be a communist Santa Claus. This is Red Sanja. Red Sanja. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Just a folder with press documents. Red Sanja. Red Sanja. $10 on that, Kenny. Red Sanja. We have Curtis was first. Curtis was first, then Kenny. Curtis, then Kenny. Somebody killed her husband. Somebody killed her husband. Farrah Fawcett. Jeff Bridges. Somebody killed her husband. Farrah Fawcett. Regina. $7 if you want it. Michelle should get $5 for the Skate Town. All right. Michelle, you get that for $5. Regina gets Somebody for $7. And they passed on Red Sanja for $10. So it's still available if anybody wants it. Red Sanja. Next is Remo Williams. Boy, this is a big one. The Legend Begins. Remo Williams. This has a ton of photos with it. This has got a lot of stuff with it. Let's see here. Looks like there's 2 folders. This one has multiple photographs. What's going on there? Looks like that guy's like pressure pointing them. That's a ton of photographs and a folder. And this one has more photographs, more documents, and folder. Curtis, $15. Remo Williams. Mr. Marachi, $15 on that. Next, oh, this is popular. Oh, very cool. Curtis said sold 15. This may be a different film, though. We'll find out. Revenge of the Nerds 2. Yeah, Revenge of the Nerds 2. What do you call these things? Photographs. Lots of photographs. It says 8 steals. Lots of documents and folder inside a folder. $15. That will be Kenny, Curtis, Brent, and Antonio. $15 on that. And let me go grab another handful. I still got stuff over here, but I want to change up the letters. Yep, here's another handful we hadn't done yet. Kenny Bagley said sold on Revenge of the Nerds for $15. He was first on that one. Next is Revolution. Revolution. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. Tony Montana. An epic drama of the American War of Independence. So Al Pacino is in a Revolutionary War movie, and I've never heard of it. There's lots of documents. We have tons of photographs. Is this film good? I would think Al Pacino in a Revolutionary. Is this the same photos here? Yeah, Liberty or Death. She has a tattoo that says Liberty or Death. This has got my curiosity up. All right, so lots of photos there. Documents, folder. Brent, $15. Revolution. We have a cool Al Pacino folder. Get him to autograph that. That'd be pretty sweet. I see videos all the time. I'm in these like groups on Facebook, especially on Instagram, where people wait outside of hotels like in Hollywood and New York, where these people come out and they're lined up for hours waiting for artists and people to sign stuff. And Pacino will sign. If you're an autograph collector, you'll hear people say all the time, so-and-so will sign, so-and-so will not sign, so-and-so signs. Like Pacino will sign stuff. He'll come out those hotels or whatever and studios, and people be lined up for hours, and he'll come out there and sign stuff. You just got to get in line. You got to wait there for hours and hours. I've done stuff like that. I went with a friend to a NBA basketball game. We waited outside for 6 hours for Luka Doncic. And we got stuff signed, and it's very much worth it, but it's an all-day thing. You got to get there early, and then they may not sign. They might just get in their vehicle and leave. Starman. Or you can just go buy one on eBay for $1,000. Starman, Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen. Starman has the folder. Starman has another folder. And Starman just has documents and 2 folders. $10. Landro, you're first, and then Curtis Marachi. Landro's first, then Curtis Marachi. There's 2 ways to get autographs. If the person's still alive, you can try to find out where they're going to be, wait outside of a hotel. There's usually lots of other people waiting there too. Or you can go buy one on eBay or from Coletco. Like Eric Clapton's still alive. If you can find him, he may sign something, but good luck tracking down Eric Clapton. Or you can go buy one for $1,000. Either two. Either way. Landro, you got dibs on Starman if you want it for 10. Next here is the Sting. Oh, cool. The Sting. Let's see what's in the Sting. We have, let's see what we have here. Landro said sold on Starman for $10. Sting has a press photo and of David Warr, who wrote the screenplay. And then we got documents, typewriter type documents. We got press materials. Hey, that's pretty cool. That's a cool letterhead there. About the world of the con. See, these press kits, like, they tell not only about the movie, but they kind of tell, like, what was going on. Like, this is actually talking about what a con man is back in that era from the 30s. They actually give a synopsis, a background of stuff what's going on in the movie. Gives you a kind of a screenshot in time. There's really just one photo in there, so $10 on that, Brent, if you want it. And then next is Straight Time. Paul Stevens was second. Straight Time. Straight Time was next. Straight Time. Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman, Thayer Russell. Folder, $10. Paul Stevens, the Sting goes to you if you want it. You're second. Brent was first. He passes. Landro, Straight Time, you're first. $10 if you want that. I'm going to jump to the bottom here. Actually, it's about time for me to go grab another handful. I think we can finish up this tub of press kits, which will probably leave me tonight to figure out what's left up here in the store. And then I've got to probably go get more road posters for tomorrow. And that's probably on the agenda. Probably, just for those looking forward to tomorrow, probably road posters and flat posters. So he passes on Straight Time. Sting gets sold to Paul Stevens for $10. Let's see. I'm going to start pulling stuff from different letters here. Twice in a Lifetime. Twice in a Lifetime press kit. Twice in a Lifetime. And I don't know if we'll have time, but I got all these new flat posters for $15 if anybody still may be hanging around that wants to see them. So there's Twice in Time. We have River Rat. The River Rat, just a press book with that one. The River Rat. Over here is Sweet November. Sweet November. It's just a packet of photographs. Sweet November. Whole packet of press photographs. Let's see. This is some kind of 20th Century Fox. No, that's My Cousin Vinny. This is a 20th Century Fox brings you to 1992. This is a preview. I don't know if it's complete, But it looks like a preview of films coming out in 1992. Shining Through, Love Potion #9. This Is My Love. White Men Can't Jump. My Cousin Vinny. Marissa Tomei, Seinfeld, Joe Pesci, Fern Gully, Man Trouble, Before I Wake, Folks, and then Alien 3 coming soon, Last of the Mohicans. So yeah, it's like a press kit advertising upcoming movies. $10, Kenny. So all those documents and then the folder from, it says for promotional use, not for sale. They didn't want anybody selling any of this. It's for sale right now to Kenny for $10 if he wants it. Next is Taipan. Brian Brown, John Stanton, Joanne Chen. Kenny Begley says he'll take the 20th Century Fox for $10. Taipan. I have Sonder. Hold on a second. Nope. Special Delivery. Taipan Special Delivery. White Buffalo. The White Buffalo. Charles Bronson, the prototype American hero, as Wild Bill Hickok in The White Buffalo. Just documents here. White Buffalo. And this looks pretty cool. Let's see if it has photos. Spies Like Us. Chevy Chase, Dan Aykroyd. Just the folder and documents. Nope, there's some pictures. Some of these probably have pictures in them, and I just don't catch them because they're tucked down in between. Spies Like Us. So there's at least 2 pictures. Music by Elmer Bernstein and Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney did a single for this movie. So $10 on that. Curtis, you're first. There are a couple photos in there and documents. Jerry Conklin, you're second. Over here we have White Dawn. White Dawn is just a press book. He said sold on Spies Like Us for 10. There's White Dawn. And then I have Sonder. Nope, I don't know what this one is. Hold on a second. Sonder. Yeah. Sonder. And there's more. That's Sonder. Okay, and then over here we have Who is Killing the Great Chefs of Europe? Brent Robley, I'll sell you everything there in Sonder for $10. There was a ton of photos. $10 on that one. Susie, the Rainbow Brights are all sold. They're all gone. I think it's the same one you got. They were with the same one we had other. Holy Moses. Brent gets Sonder for $10. There's Holy Moses. Brent gets Sonder for $10. That's done. Wild Thing. Just one document in there. Windy City. The Dream is Alive in the Windy City. John Shea, Kate Capshaw. Oh, this could be popular. Well, I can't tell what it says. Hold on a second. This is The Wiz. Very cool. Documents. Lots of photos. And documents. The Wiz. With custom folder. Kenny Begley, you're first. Then Brent, then Antonio. $15 on that. That looked like it had a lot of stuff with it. And here's the last one, which is a different letter. Or the next one. It says Young Guns, but I think it's more upcoming films. There's part of it. I don't know what that is really. I think this is a piecemeal type deal. Exorcist 3, Young Guns 2. I don't really know. Just some loose inserts there for different upcoming films. Kenny Begley gets The Wiz for $15. All right, let me see what else is left over here. I think we can almost finish this entire tub here. Boy, I have a lot of notifications on my phone. It's been a busy show during the show over here for me, it looks like. What else do I have in here? Is this a press kit? I got some other random stuff. I got to do a lot of sorting tonight. I got so much more stuff to go through. All right, yeah, here's another handful here, and this about wipes it all out. Unlawful entry. Lots of these have custom folders. Unlawful entry. Unlawful entry. Used people. She looks familiar. That's what else was she in? Wasn't she on The Office? Is that the lady who plays that? I'm not for sure. Kenny Begley, unlawful entry, folder and documents, $10, Kenny. $10 on that, unlawful, $10. Next is the villain, Kathy Bates, that's it. The villain, is this Schwarzenegger? Yeah. Kirk Douglas. Just folder, documents, the villain, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Kenny Begley said sold on unlawful entry. Under the Volcano. Under the Volcano. No photos. 1984 documents and folder. Volunteers. Volunteers. Just press book and folder. Volunteers. Walk proud. Walk proud. Folder and documents. Walking tall. Very cool. Buford Pusser. Now there was a man. Walking tall. Final chapter. Just an empty folder. Just an empty folder. Walking tall. $5 on the empty folder. And the Wanderers. The Wanderers. Just press information there. Brent, if you just want the folder, $5 on that, and then the Wanderers. And I think there may be just a few more. I know I've said that 100 times, but let me step back over here and see. This isn't press kits. This is miscellaneous stuff. We'll do those another night. Lots of photos and what is this stuff? It looks like Fred's family. I probably need to take that back to him. There's all the, yep, that's about where we stopped. There's all the Shirley Eaton. And then is this a press kit here? If so, this is probably very popular. Maybe one of the better ones we found tonight. Let me see what it says. But the first one here, not the one I'm talking about, says the teachers. The teachers. 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 There's a press photo. Oh, that's the popular soundtrack Teachers. Yeah. Patrick Swayze. Teachers, yeah. Very popular soundtrack. This has a lot of press documents. There's another photo. I saw that font there with a letterhead, and I was like, that Teachers. I've seen hundreds of those soundtracks before. Lots of documents there and a few photos, Kenny, or maybe a couple. $10, Kenny. And then here's the other one I was talking about. 2010. 2010. This comes in a Velcro accordion type packet. 2010. Let's see here. We have a production notes book. We have a tab that says production notes. We have a booklet that says features. We have another thing that says features. We have photos. We have one photo. We have two photos, three photos, and then a tab that says photography. And then there's some more photos in here. Nope, that's some kind of inserts. Those are informational inserts for the slides. So those are informational inserts and slides. And it comes in this red folder that's accordion style. And it's got a Velcro slip on it. Pretty cool. So Teachers is sold to Kenny for $10. Curtis, you're first on that. I'm thinking $20 for 2010. It's a pretty cool setup there. And then Brent and then Josh Phillips. $20 on 2010. Curtis, Brent, and then Josh Phillips. And, whoa, I think that's the bottom of the tub. I think there might be some other miscellaneous stuff, but I'll mix that in with some other stuff as well. Curtis had sold $20 on 2010. Now, there's an unusual amount of leftovers left here for tonight. Before anybody claims them, let me price them. Man, let me see if I can count tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of press kits there. I don't think it's quite as many as we had the night that we had $100 worth. It's more than the $50 stack from earlier. I'm thinking $75 for all the leftover press kits. Pretty big stack. I mean, there's all the ones we've sold. Right over there is the stack that was $50. $75 on the leftover press kits right there. $75 if anybody wants them. That whole stack. $75. Is Paul Brothers awake? He's been buying them. If not, I don't know if I'll bring over a few flat posters. I want to do them all when there's more people watching because there's some very popular ones. Plus, I can order more of these, so if more people's watching, when they're in stock, I can take waiting list. But let me show y'all some of the new flat posters we just got in from our distributor. I'll do these 3. We've already sold one of these. Yeah, these are very popular. Let me do a few. These are very cool. I'll give you a sample, and then tomorrow when we're doing rolled, I'll mix some of these in as well. These are new posters we get from a distributor. We sell a ton of them here in the store, but they're very, very cool. They're very, this is Alice in Chains Dirt, $15. They're boarded and bagged. Of course, we'll ship them rolled to you. Alice in Chains Dirt artwork. Alice in Chains is $15. These are $15. These will come shipped rolled to you. We got Master of Puppets. Metallica Master of Puppets cover artwork. Master of Puppets, those are $15. And we have Godzilla. I don't know which one this is. It says Godzilla versus, is that Godzilla versus something? Who is that? That's pretty cool. Look at the artwork on that. Japanese style, $15 on that. So George Jones, that's Jennifer. Make sure that goes under Jennifer Schrader. That's Alice in Chains for $15. That's sold. Kenny Begley wants an M. That's a Metallica Master of Puppets. So that to Kenny Begley, M, Master of Puppets. And then we had the Godzilla. Maybe I do need to go get a few more. Pretty cool stuff here. I don't know how many posters I've sold in the store flat from this company. It's in the thousands because I've been buying them since 2017 from the same company. And they have really cool stuff. Let's see here. Let's get some music related stuff. There's 2 of these. There's 2 of these, and we'll do 2 of these. And then I'll stop here, I promise, after this. Maybe you don't want me to stop. I need to stop. I'm hungry, and I've got a ton of work to do. So we have the Clash London Calling. The Clash London Calling, that's $15. I've got 2 of these. We have Wolverine. Wolverine, it looks like the comic book. It looks like the Marvel comic, issue number 1. Awesome inking on that one. They did a really good job with that one. Wolverine is $15. And then I got a John Lennon with his New York City shirt. John Lennon, New York City t-shirt. And then I think this one's really cool. Yellow Submarine, the Beatles. Very colorful, very psychedelic. The Beatles Yellow Submarine, $15 on that. The Beatles Yellow Submarine, $15. All right. Still got 72 people watching. Regina, I'll have to do that a different night. What's the miscellaneous stuff? I'll do that a different night. But if that's where we'll stop, that's where we'll stop. Curtis Marachi wants the Beatles and Godzilla. Curtis, you got it. Thank you. I'll do some more of these tomorrow night. Told y'all they were really cool. I got to get with some other poster companies. I've actually working on a deal with Paul Stevens wants to Clash and John Lennon. Yep, he's selling very well. Sell those to Paul Stevens and Clash. Just imagine if I showed these things during a record sale. I would have to have a waiting list on a lot of these. It would be hard for me to probably keep up with it. So I'm going to try to get them rolled because I can get those rolled, and that way they're already rolled. They charge me extra, of course, to put them in these nice plastic sleeves and on cardboard. You know, that's a thick piece of cardboard. We pay 25 cents for a cardboard pad, you know, and this is the equivalent of about 6 of them. So I know that's not cheap. That's why they have to charge extra. Plus, it's in a nice sleeve. Any more Metallica? I'll check right quick. I thought we were done with those, but we sold a few more. So I have a rule here. You know, we keep selling. I keep showing. Let's see. I think my mom put them all together. Oh, yeah, these are cool. And I think somebody wanted this the other night, and we were sold out of them. So let me grab this one. I've since then... Oh, yeah, this is cool, too. It looks like a movie poster. A very rare and expensive movie poster. I got more of these in stock as well. Let me show this. This is one of our most popular of all time. I don't think there's any more Metallicas, though. No. Unfortunately not. But let me go get a few more of these right here. These are always popular too. Let me grab this and this. Here's 4 or 5 more here. It's like a train. I can't stop. These are available in the store. Yes. Vicky, these are in those black racks. They're in front of the clip speakers and over here next in front of the showcases. AC/DC Highway to Hell, $15. AC/DC Highway to Hell. I got 2 of those. I have Jimi Hendrix, Axis Bold as Love. Jimi Hendrix, Axis Bold as Love. $15, and that looks like the Axis Bold as Love. Here's one of my favorites and one of our best sellers, Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen, EVH, in his legendary finger-tapping stance on his White Frankenstein. Here's the movie poster I was talking about, Pulp Fiction. It looks just like a Pulp Fiction movie poster, which if you want a nice one of those rolled, about $1,000. That one's only $15. And then somebody wanted this. I think it was Leslie Holt. Leslie, I think the last time wanted one of these Pink Floyd Psychedelic Ladies. Pink Floyd Psychedelic Ladies. It looks like a concert poster from 1966. Pink Floyd, Pulp Fiction, Eddie Van Halen, Jimi Hendrix, and AC/DC. Highway to Hell album artwork. All right. I'll stop there for sure. That's definitely... I'll make sure nobody else wanted anything, though, or wants to say anything. Does anybody have any last words? And Leslie says, I do. Leslie's watching. Great. Leslie, I'll set you aside a Pink Floyd Psychedelic Lady poster. A nice substitute for $15 since the original of that will probably be like $1,000. Very cool. And it's a lot bigger than the originals. So got that tag for Leslie, $15. Anybody else? I'm going to eat my supper. First thing I'm going to do is wash my hands. They're dry completely. But I told y'all I'd be well rested and ready for another full night, and we were. We've almost made it to 2 a.m. So we'll do more rolled posters tomorrow. We'll do more miscellaneous, if I can find more press kits. I also got some stuff in the back like boxes of old books, okay? They're just random old books. It could be old textbooks. It could be fiction, nonfiction. I know some of y'all will probably want them, so we'll bring them out. Fred had them in his garage. There's no telling what's in there. We'll do the same thing. We'll look them up. We'll figure out what they are. We'll price them. We'll sell them. And we'll have tomorrow more great auctions from Mr. Brandon's collection. But with that, we're stopping. So thanks everybody for watching. As always, thank you for the continued business. This is amazing. We're able to do this every night and live stream 6. We could do 7 nights a week, and we could do it during the day. I thought about on a Monday doing it during the day because we're closed here in the store. I really want to try a live stream in the middle of the day on a Monday just to see how it goes. It will definitely be well advertised and stuff, but I mean, I think it would go good for those maybe that's off or just can't watch at night. But we'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody, again. I'm signing off. Good night, and see y'all tomorrow. See you then.